Hello. What's up tonight, everyone? Welcome. Fine Thursday to ya all. Good to see ya. What is up, Jonathan Snow, Filthy Rascals, Skywarp, Max, good to see ya. The Lil Willer Changer, Blue Eidolon, Blade Brand Nidichuk, hello. Salty Amish, good to see you as well. Blast Seeker, Drakamar, French, Robert Young, Oi Pug's Not Dead. Oh, it's been a minute. Good to see you, Spawn Love. How are you today? Autumn Shank, Dragon Arith, Admiral Average, the Adam Haywire. Oh, hello, everyone. Oh, man, I am hyped. It is our first Pioneer stream. People, I think, are pretty excited for this format, and I'm pretty excited for this format, so I'm pretty excited for this stream tonight. Bangtown, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big soups here for our new subscriber. Hey, what's up, Robert Lauren Fan Club? How are you tonight? Ducky, Booin, Corrigan, welcome you as well. Big soups here for you. Thank you. Are there Pioneer Leagues already? There are Pioneer Leagues, and we're going to be playing them in just a minute. I'm pretty hyped for this. I think it's going to be sweet. The Pioneer Way is finally here. Oh, it's L the World Changer. Oh, L the World. That makes a little more sense than whatever jumble of things I said. Hey, Wire Zombie. Good to see you, Goss Socks. Welcome. I've just had us up for the 18th month. I'm hyped for Pioneer too. Big soups here for you. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Cabal, welcome you as well. Big soups here for you. Thank you. Nikala. Oh, man. Pioneer is good. Hopefully. We will see. So, we're going to have some fun today, I think. You make my workday so much better. My free sub is the least I can do. Well, thank you so much, Bangtown. Welcome you to the Fishbowl as well. Thank you. So, yeah, there's no Panharmonicon. Panharmonicon won the Against Odds poll, which means Panharmonicon's going to be coming in Pioneer for next week's Against the Odds, so it's definitely coming. Hey, welcome back, Jeff Zombie Jesus. So, really, I was asking people, we're trying to figure out, I had 3 decks that were kind of in the possibilities for our stream tonight. One of them was going to be Jeskai Copycat, but Teferi is sold out, so we can't play Jeskai Copycat. But the 3 decks I had that we could potentially play: Abzan Midrange, Siege Rhino Action, classic deck from Con Standard, have like a aggro goblinsy wacky style deck that is also something we could try out, and Rally the Ancestors, of course. So I think we're starting with Abzan, starting with Siege Rhino, but if we have time, we might do some other stuff as well. Get to try out more than one Pioneer deck. And the good news is there will be more Pioneer decks in the future. This isn't really 36 Rhinos. This is not like a full-on Rhino meme deck. This is more of a trying to be like sort of good Rhino deck, I think. Autumn Shag for the 35th month. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soups here for our new subscriber. Charming Prince is an interesting idea. Right now, the 2-drops are Voice of Resurgence and Scavenging Ooze, but I really don't know what the right choices are. Like, it is tough. It is really tough. Seance is not in the format, unfortunately. Why no vehicles list? I haven't built a vehicles deck yet, but that's definitely something we can do in the future. So, did you check out the Bant Scapeshift deck I tagged you in on Twitter? I think so. I looked through a ton of decks that people sent me, so I don't remember the specifics of it, but I'm pretty sure I saw it. Salty Amish for the 4th month. Welcome you back as well. Big soups here for you. I'm excited to Rhino people, so let's do our reminders, get right into gameplay, start playing some Abzan Rhinos, and then maybe we'll have time to get in some Goblin action too and do more than one deck tonight. Ephemerit's not in the format either. Pioneer, it's missing sub cards that you would be like, oh man, it would be really awesome. Like, we don't have Soul Herder, we don't have Ephemerate, we don't have Seance, but there are some substitutes. Something I want to try with this that it's a little bit harder to build, so I haven't really figured out completely yet. It would be like God Pharaoh's Gift, maybe a whip-style Abzan Rhino deck. Like, there's some other directions we could go, but instead of playing like the graveyard stuff, we're playing a bunch of sweet Planeswalkers that we maybe haven't seen in a while, so I'm excited to see those as well. Yeah, Birthing Pod is also not in the format, unfortunately. Oh, Pioneer Boggles. Oh, man. Boggles players. Most people look at the format of Frontier and they're like, oh, we can do sweet fun things. And then you have Boggles players. They look at the Pioneer format and they're like, oh, how can I make everyone else miserable? It looks sweet though. 3 colors might be a little bit tricky, but there are some decent Boggles. I kind of like the 3-drop one as well. Witch Stalker. Witch Stalker might be worth including. But yeah, looks sweet. I like it. So anyway, let's do our reminders. Talk about this deck. Yes, we can play Affinity as well. There's so many decks. I literally asked 49 Uber Bunny and also Atarially. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Big soup cheer for you. I asked on Twitter which deck people wanted to see, and there were literally like 50 different answers. So we're gonna be busy for a while trying out different Pioneer decks. Witch Stalker isn't good. I mean, it's not great, but I think it might be better than something that's not hexproof all the time, like Paradise Druid. In a format like Pioneer, it seems risky to go all in on a creature that's only going to be hexproof some of the time. So Mill is another one we could try out. What do you think of Blue-White Approach? I mean, it might be okay. I don't know. My question is, do you need Approach? I think Blue-White Control could be really good, but I don't know if Approach of the Second Sons itself is going to make the deck better than just winning with, like, Teferi or something. Vanifar, also on the list of things. There's so many decks that need to be tried out. Is there Mono Red Prison free when red? Not really. There's, like, no prison pieces. No Chalice of the Void, no Ensnaring Bridge, no Blood Moon, and nothing that even, like, mimics those. So maybe you could do, like, Mono Red Chandra, Mono Red Ramp or something, but you can't really do Mono Red Prison style deck, I don't think. The pieces are just not really there. Ooh. Winning record with Dredgeless Dredge. That's awesome, Smith. I remember that one. So reminders, replay YouTube. That's where you'd find all the old streams, including this one, in the future. Normal YouTube, if you missed it, we played some clickbait troll in Modern yesterday on Against the Odds. So check that out if you're interested. There's a single scoops tonight. There is Commander Clash tomorrow. There's going to be a Brewers Minute, I believe, tomorrow. Sunday, we're going to be heading to Modern for Much Brew. More Pioneer content going to be coming out next week, especially if people like it. So Blood Moon would be bad in Frontier, right? Bad as in bad for the format, or bad as in not powerful? I think it would probably be bad for the format, especially without fetches. It's hard to play around Blood Moon, so I think it would make it very hard to play like 3-color decks, and might even punish some 2-color decks. But we will. I don't know. I don't expect it will ever actually show up. What about Fire's Approach? I don't know. I mean, I guess it's cool if you get to 7 lands and have 2 approaches. That seems kind of sweet. I mean, maybe there's some sort of, like, rampy combo build of Approach. I'm not sure about just playing, like, Blue-White Control with Approach. NECA, boy. The chat is going crazy tonight. Thank you so much. Ekusin Nomu, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big scoop cheer for you. A reminder that our sponsor tonight is Card Kingdom, and if you're looking for some Magic cards, maybe some Pioneer cards, or some Standard cards, or whatever, Modern cards, you get them over at cardkingdom.com. Even grab a Saffron Olive sticker if you are in the mood. Just mention that you want one in your order notes, and they'll hook you up. So thank you to Card Kingdom for supporting this show. Thanks, Grandkiss, something like that. Welcome to the Fishbowl. For the first time, thank you so much for your subscription. Big scoops here for you. Otherwise, merch page, tokens, t-shirts, playmats, donations, always appreciated. Definitely not required. $2 or more gets your message read on stream. So, this is not a Rhino meme deck. This is Abzan, which happens to feature Siege Rhino. The idea of this deck is, back at Konstantarkir Standard, Abzan with Rhinos was one of the best decks in the format. Also a little bit influenced by Modern Abzan. So the idea of this deck isn't so much to go full on Rhino meme. Although I'm sure we will be doing 30 million Rhinos in the future. Like, that's something I would definitely like to revisit. But this deck, that's not really the goal of this deck. This is more Abzan, kind of good stuff, with Siege Rhino being part of the good stuff, along with some good Planeswalkers. We get good removal in Murderous Riders and Assassin's Trophy. We get Gilded Goose, which is kind of a bad Birds of Paradise, but still Thought Seizes, Scavenging Oozes, Voice of Resurgence. So the idea of this deck is basically to play a lot of good Magic cards and use Siege Rhino to top things off. I think that Abrupt Decay would be fighting with Assassin's Trophy in a basically completely unknown meta. I think I'd rather have Assassin's Trophy because it hits anything, but after we sort of like see what Frontier is about and what the metagame's like, it's possible that Abrupt Decay would be beating out Assassin's Trophy. I think one of the things I'm worried about is you have like Felidar Guardians, you have Aetherworks Marvels, you have some like stuff that's too expensive for for Abrupt Decay that will potentially be really heavily played. So we'll have to wait and see. When was the last time you played in a completely unknown format? Geez, a long time? Maybe like when Modern came out? I guess, like, you get it a little bit with Standard, but it doesn't really count with Standard because even when we have a rotation, we still have like half the cards in the format. Like a lot of cards are still remaining in the format. So having a brand new format like this is definitely very, very rare. Very rare. Instead of decaying, that's true. I mean, you can hit Saheeli, but I'm just, yeah, the point I was trying to make is Abrupt Decay is something that does have a pretty meaningful restriction, and like in Standard, Abrupt Decay is kind of meh. Like it's okay, but it's not great, and I'm still not sure if Pioneer is going to be more like Standard or if it's going to be more like Modern. Like that's what we need to figure out, and maybe we'll, start learning today, hopefully at least a little bit. So, all right, first Pioneer game. Rhinos. This hand's keepable. Our lands are not very good, though. We have a new donation, our first donation. We will keep this. I mean, clunky lands, but that's fine. Getting to Elspeth would be sweet. I haven't cast to Elspeth. I just love some of these cards that I haven't gotten to cast in a long time. So I'm definitely excited just to like cast things that we haven't been able to cast before, or cast in a while. Missoula Steve, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for our new subscriber. We have a donation from Time Walk TV, $2 donation. Deck looks great. I'd love to see some Courser of Crewfix in there. Ooh, thank you for the donation. Yeah, Courser, ooh, spirits? Are we getting spirited? Humans? Maybe this is just Bant Company. What do we take out of this? Reflector Mage is annoying. Charming Prince could fix our opponent's mana. Reflector Mage bounces. Spell Queller, I don't really care about. Well, we might care about Spell Queller eventually. No, we don't really care about Spell Queller. Let's just take... let's say Charming Prince. I don't like the amount of value that offers. Yeah, I don't know how Courser works without fetch lands. I think that's... I guess it's still okay, but it's definitely worse without fetch lands. So I think that's something else that we'll figure out as we go along. Thank you for the cheers, by the way. Would Fabro Elder work better for ramp than Goose? So Fabro Elder can be a powerful ramp spell, but the biggest thing is Goose is 1 mana. So I don't think it's really in competition with Goose. Stream mode achieved. I don't think it's really competing with Goose. I think that's something you would play in a very different style deck. We have another new donation from Kid Koozie. Man, so many donations tonight and subs, and you all are awesome. Thank you so much. Woo Rhinos. Yeah, I'm excited for some Rhino action too. Thank you so much, Kid Koozie, for the donation. Dark Confidant, welcome to the Fishbowl. Just want to say that Pioneer not coming to Arena is an absolutely horrible decision. Well, thank you for the 2-year resub, and I 100% agree. It is pretty ridiculous that we are not getting Pioneer on Arena. Like, super duper very ridiculous. Alright, go to combat, get in with Scavenging Ooze, hope that our opponent blocks, but they probably won't. Alright, no blocking. Well, we have basic Tron, and we don't have many basics in this deck, so I guess that's good. Pass the turn. Carriot, it seems like the best 2-mana mana dork. Yeah, I think like Fabro Elder, you're looking to go from like 3 to maybe 5 or 6, but it's a lot slower, and just very different than something like Gilded Goose. Dick Goyo23, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soups cheer for our new subscriber. We'll play Temple Garden, tapped, go to combat, get in with Ooze. Unfortunately, we don't have double black right now. This is definitely not modern mana with fetch lands, that is for sure. Has anyone tried Brawl on Arena yet? Alright, hit ya. Down to 16. I don't even know if we want to play this voice. Opponent's leaving up Spell Queller. Yeah, let's just pass and make him run it out. I guess we could have eaten the Charming Prince, but we have another donation. Hey, Seth, from Dragonarith, $2.13. Oh, someone has not played Immense Voice of Resurgence before. Got him. That's a free 3/3. Oh, thank you, opponent. Dragonarith, currently writing a D&D campaign for my playgroup. I want to include a character based on you brewing crazy potions with budget ingredients. Ooh, oh, okay, I guess our opponent, I guess that, like, kind of works in its own weird roundabout way. Boy, I'd love to draw another land. What would be a better fit? A dwarf or the majestic beard or 3 halflings in a trench coat? Oh, man. I didn't know that halflings in a trench coat was a thing. I'm probably going to pick that just because I think it's funny. But either one would work. Thank you for the donation. And I'm honored that you would include me in your adventure. Warlord for the 20... this mana. For the 26th month. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soups cheer for our new subscriber. Get in with the ooze. Opponent blocks. Opponent blocks. Well, kill Spell Queller. Yeah, this black mana pinch is becoming an issue. I mean, I guess it's a little unlucky that we've drawn all... I think we have 4 basics, and we've drawn 3 of them. How is Modern Extra Light so far? Well, we are half of 1 game into it, so... I mean, so far it seems sweet. Conclave Tribunal, alright. That is a card. I mean, if we draw lands, we're in fine shape, but we gotta draw black mana at some point here. Opponent. Getting in, hitting us. Sure. Siege Rhino. Assassin's Trophy. Alright. Well, I guess we pass. This mana situation is very much not ideal. Got a myth with the gift subs. Handing them out to Organic Flava, Logan, and Beastie. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soups here for our new subscriber. Yeah, Mono Green Devotion sounds pretty sweet as well. Unfortunately, Assassin's Trophy can only hit opponents' things. Not our stuff. I wish... Apparently they made it this way because of Arena, I think, but it would be much more powerful if you could use it like Path to Exile to ramp yourself. Well, we'll get back our voice, we'll double block the Reflector Mage, and we will pray for a Black Source. That's what we need. Oh, yes, unfortunately, Trophy only targets opponent stuff. Destroy target permanent opponent controls. Opponent passes. Alright, that is a Black Source. That is what we wanted. Alright, go to combat. Do some attacking. Hit our opponent. That's it. That was a good draw. That is what we wanted. Opponent. Takes it. Down to 12. Godless Shrine. Untapped. Liliana, the last hope. Pretty good against Selfless Spirit. Alright, opponent's got Queller number 2, so they're staying alive-ish. Oh man, that was a good draw for our opponent, for sure. Opponent plays a Glacial Fortress, another Spell Queller off the top. What do you think of the new Path to Exile promo? The art looks awesome. I love the art on it, although I'm not 100% sure. Alright, opponent gets in. Although I'm not 100% sure about the value. Like, it doesn't seem like a very high value promo. 1, 2, 3. So we want to get back to Liliana, but then our opponent sacks Selfless Spirit. Can we win on the aggro plan? Opponent's got 1 card in hand. I guess we can just, like, play Tireless Tracker. Go to combat. Hit our opponent. For a bunch. Yeah, I guess we're just trying to win the race. Opponent can make a token. It still costs a life, though. Chump blocking token. That Spell Queller might have swung the game. Did you see the art for the promo basics for Magic Fest next year? They look sweet. Yeah, they do definitely look sweet. Do you have plans for doing budget Magic for Pioneer? I would appreciate it at the very least. Yes, I am planning on doing some Pioneer budget Magics. Might even have one next week, our first one. So yeah, I'm definitely hyped. Oh, an opponent does not have it. The Spell Queller kept him alive, but not enough, and we won without a Rhino, which is probably the most important thing. And we won by drawing some of the weirdest lands. We just did not draw dual lands for most of that game, but we got there. What a high value promo. They can reprint Path to Exile 20 times in the next year, and it'll still be $10. I mean, I guess $10 is fine, but weren't past promos more valuable than that? I wonder if I can look up the list. There's so many promos these days, they mix together. List of GP promos, MTG. For some reason, I was thinking they were more expensive. Yeah, all right. So we've had recently Stoneforge Mystic, Mutavault, Sword of Feast and Famine, Batter Skull, Goblin Guide All Is Dust, Primeval Titan, Maelstrom Pulse. I mean, value-wise, it seems lower end to me, but can you please say Eldraine correctly? You keep saying Eldraine. 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 I mean, the thing is, who really determines how a word is said correctly? I mean, it's a string of letters, and then you make noises based on those letters. Why is it that because Marrow says Eldraine and I say Eldraine, why is Marrow right? Ralph Mayo, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big scoops cheer for our new subscriber. But it's not even a real word. But okay, I'll try to get my Eldraines less Eldrainy and more Eldraine. I feel like I'm saying the same thing. Eldraine. Eldraine. Am I getting closer? Brewing for Pioneer, I have a list I'm happy with. Can you check it out? Yes, I would love to. But oh man. Can you send me the link again? For some reason, it's not an actual link. I think maybe you need another space. It's scrolled up and I can actually copy and paste it in time. Or we actually have to sideboard though. That is an important part of playing Magic, and we're getting low on... Alright, so we'll bring in Kaya's Rat. Oh my god. We should have sideboarded a long time ago. I will get to the donation very quickly, I promise. We will get to it. Let's go down this. Go down... a tracker. Go up a brutality. That's not optimal sideboarding, but we're running out of time. Close enough. Close enough. And we have another new donation for Riker. $5 donation. Seth, keep pronouncing it your way. Well, for better or worse, I probably will, because I tend to do that. Thank you so much for the donation. Are check lands not good with your 12 shock lands? Yeah, check lands are definitely solid options, I believe, for Pioneer. Any Eldraine cards in this list? Did you say that just to get me to say Eldraine? So I'd see if I would say it properly. Gilded Goose. Gilded Goose is in our list. Jace DPD for the 19th month. Think there could be a tier 2, 2.5 electrostatic pummeler list in Pioneer. It was my favorite standard deck in recent memory. That seems possible to me. I think there definitely could be. Let's run out Scavenging Ooze. Pass the turn. I do kind of miss the honking. Now that we've played Arena, I kind of like sound effects. I feel weird saying that, but I kind of miss the sound effects. Like when I am playing Moto and I see a Oko and it does something, I always think, oh dear. So I kind of do miss that. Petition to add Arena sound effects to Magic Online. Yes, chat, you can do the sound effects for me. Honk honk. I don't think there's any sound effects for the rest of our cards. Murderous Rider doesn't have a sound effect, right? Opponent bounces our Goose. Alright, let's just Oath of Gaia. Oath of Gaia is a card that I almost think we want to play more of. We only have one at the moment, but it seems like it could actually be pretty good in this format. Get it with the Ooze, hit our opponent. Check out my commander list for that my group hates. Jolly good fun. I like fun. Hey, that's probably better known as Saffron Olive. I love your content, and this site keeps up. Oh, thank you, Boldum. Ooh, Elite Guard Mage. Is our opponent playing Panharmonicon? Our opponent could actually be playing Panharmonicon. Ooh, Keranos. Oh, with Narset and Wheels. That I can see why your playgroup does not like that. Hey, what's up, Donos? How are you? Opponent. Passing. I wonder how good Nissa Vital Force is. I like that it ultimates really quickly. I think that is the main appeal. Alright, go to combat, get in with Ooze. Hit our opponent. I'm assuming they don't block. Alright, let's... Actually, no, we're not going to do that. Sure, take 2. And replay Gilded Goose. Blooming Marsh. Pass the turn. Ooh, let me see, Fruit Kid. If you like drawing cards, I think you'll like it. Yeah, that does look like a fun deck. A little bit mean, but it does look fun. It's working. Ooh, Days Undoing. That's a combo that seems like it could have a lot of potential in Frontier. Opponent, Gideons with the Elite Guard Mage. Doing well. Set up the email for the thing I messaged you about on Twitter. We'll try to set up registration tonight. Ooh, awesome, Tados. Yeah, that sounds awesome. All right, let's Ooh, okay. I think I gotta put 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. All right, this is kind of a sweet line. We're going to attack Gideon. See if our opponent blocks. They probably will. No blocks. Okay, so now we get to... This is pretty sweet. We get to Murderous Rider. Kill Elite Guard Mage. But we have to tap properly. Murderous Rider, kill Elite Guard Mage. Yes. Ooze, eat Guard Mage. Ooh, bird, or goose, make green. Eat Reflector Mage, kill Gideon, and that is a something for one. Gideon down. Whoo, we got him. We tricked him into it. Play the Overgrowth 2, pass the turn. Whoo, that was pretty good. This is Frontier-ish. It's not exactly Frontier, but Pioneer. Ooh, whoa, spicy. Opponents. You do see a lot of just interesting decks right now. People are trying all different kinds of things. Opponent, making dorks. We do have a Wrath, which is nice. We have another donation. So many donations tonight. Thank you so much, everyone. For Rome, Alex Mateo. Check out the Simic Devotion deck. It's so gross and sweet at the same time. Oh, I will definitely check it out. You said it was on SCG Versus. I will check it out. That does sound super fun. Ooh. Yeah. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nissa. Nissa. Untap the swamp. Do we want to attack? Or do we want to play the defend Nissa game? That's the question. Play a plains. I think we're going to try to defend Nissa. If we ultimate Nissa, I feel like we just end up winning this game pretty straightforwardly. I am happy to be Rhinoing too, although we haven't drawn a single Rhino yet, which is a little bit sad. Oh, this is like blue-white tokens. This is a lot different than I thought. Opponent. Dusk. Oh, good golly. All right. Well, that's a bummer. Opponent. Combat. Dusk. Gets in. We gain life. Everything going at Nissa. Alright, we'll block. I think we're just Kaya's Wrathing. Yeah, opponent's deck is something. White, white, black. If we get Spell Quellered, I'm going to be even more sad. Kaya's Wrath. So that works. Although our opponent's going to be able to dusk back some of those. Nissa, turn on the land, go to combat, hit you for 5. Oh, I wanted to ultimate this Nissa. Where's our rhinos? Why can we not draw a rhino for once? Coco's Homebrews for the 15th month. Throwing my pointy-eared friends in the front Pioneer Ring. Ooh, sweet. Opponent, another guard mage. At a discount. Makes a token. All right. Yeah, they might be getting us with this monument. They're kind of like going off. Selfless Spirit. Elves looks fun. I think Elves has some potential in the format. Luxag for the 28th month. And the Kobe Nuggler. Welcome you as well. Big scoops here for all of you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. First time subscriber. Welcome back to the Fishbowl. Big scoops here for you. Oh, this is not good. Nissa. Get back Scavenging Ooze. Well, now we're just drawing all the lands and none of the any other things. Play Ooze. Play Murderous Rider. Hissing Quagmire. Fro the Beard for the 27th month. Welcome back to the Fishbowl. Big scoops here for you. Thank you, thank you. Building Enchantress with Mana Bloom. Ooh, that sounds super spicy. Yeah, I'm curious what everyone else is building in Frontier. What is the win condition in Pioneer Elves? There's a few different options. Elf Lord, Shaman of the Pact, Leyline of Abundance, Finale of Devastation. Opponent gets in. Gonna kill our first Planeswalker. Sure. I mean, at this point, it doesn't do anything. We can eat the Guard Mage. Like, if we just eat the... Opponent has Charming Prince. Alright, Opponent is kind of going off here a little bit. That's a lot of tokens. I feel like this might be slipping away. This is not at all what I thought we were playing against. Well, now we will eat Guard Mage. Huh. Alright. Opponent gets back Guard Mage, draws a card. I mean, opponent's deck is cute. Especially since we're drawing mono lands, but Thought sees you. Opponent peels a Spell Queller. Aye! Aye. Dubious Change is legal in the format. It makes me so happy. Yeah, I wonder if there could be a version that would actually work in Frontier. Well, I guess we passed the turn. Ugh. Yeah, I think we might be in trouble. This is a lot different than I was expecting our opponent's deck to be. Got a turn 3 kill in Pioneer. Ooh, let me see, Hexenryu. Opponent makes a 1/1. So this is blue-white tokens, essentially. I wish we had a way to kill this monument. That's what's allowing our opponent to go off. Mono green Stompy looks fun. Aspects of the Hydra is definitely a sweet payoff. Opponent, combat. Yeah, I wonder if there's enough. I guess you have Bad Emrakul. Bad Emrakul's a lot worse because you don't get Annihilator. That's kind of, I think, the issue is the payoffs aren't that great. Opponent gets in with a bunch of flyers, hits us. We have another donation from... Opponent gets in, yeah. From the Adam G. Ugh. Huh. Yeah, I don't know how we get out of this. Opponent's kind of got it all right now. And... oh, we have drawn so many lands. Yeah, I think this one's just over. Opponent... alright, so opponent's playing a blue-white Monument deck, which means their good card is Monument. That's the card we gotta kill. Unfortunately. Adam G with the $2 donation. Here's my initial draft of a straight combo Vanifar. Go ahead and take a look. Oh, thank you so much for the donation, Adam G. And I will take a look right now. Opponent. Ooh. That is pretty sweet. What is the combo, though? I see all the untapping to work the way up the curve. But what happens once you get to... so I guess you untap Samet, pay mana, untap Wispweaver, untap. But how how does the chain end with a win? I think is what I'm not seeing. I guess you can just put like a ton of stuff on the battlefield and then win in the future. Definitely looks sweet though. Thank you for the donation. Colbirds, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soups here for our new subscriber. All right, we're down to 8. Well, I guess we got to crack this food. I'm not even sure what draws we have. We even cut a Kaya's Wrath because we thought our. All right. Well, we have drawn many lands, a very, very high number, I would say, of Landerinos. High enough that we're going to just die. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's a lot out of 18 cards. Sayosi, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soups here for our new subscriber. I'm willing to bet that Energy gets the ban hammer in Pioneer's first banning. That seems possible. I think Felidar Guardian combo, that's gotta be bad. Opponent kills our Scavenging Ooze. Deputy, alright. Well, we will scoop it up. So, opponent's just playing a bunch of janky creatures. If they have a Ketra's Monument, they do things. If they don't have a Ketra's Monument, things go a bit worse. So we want to deal with Oketra's Monument, I think. To the point where we're probably going to bring in some Night of Autumns here. I think that's step 1. Deal with the annoying monuments. I guess we can trim like a Murderous Rider. All of our opponent's creatures are pretty not good and replaceable. If we ever draw a Liliana, we pretty much just win. Maybe we could use another Liliana in our sideboard. Liliana just absolutely wrecks our opponent's entire deck, I think. Trim a couple Murderous Riders, and what else do we want to cut is the question. Yeah, I think that Felidar Guardian combo, that's got to be high on the list. Either works Marvel, potentially. Obnixilis seems not great. I mean, it's card advantage. And I do like card advantage. Maybe we just get rid of Brutality. It does kill things. Alright, we'll play it like that. I feel like if we just go turn 1 Goose, turn 2 Liliana, our opponent, I don't know if they can win from there. Ugh. We're really good at drawing a lot of lands. Does this mean we're going to not draw lands? I mean, if we hit a Planeswalker or something, it's fine, but so many lands. What do you think about Emery Ascendancy? I mean, we're going to keep this. We're going to keep it, I think. We do want to hit our land drops. We just got to trust that we're going to draw non-lands after this. We should draw non-lands. What do you think about Emery Ascendancy in Pioneer? It seems like it could have potential. There are a lot of pieces that could potentially allow it to work. All right, opponent plays a land, passes. Please not a land. Night of Autumn's pretty good. That is not a land. Voice of Resurgence, you. Wait, how do we punt? By keeping this hand? Opponent, Selfless Spirit. We have another donation. So many donations already. Let me see if I can pull it up, Filthy Rascal. We have a donation from... Man, so many donations. Thank you again, everyone. Opponent, passing. That is another land. Now go to combat. Get him with Voice of Resurgence. From Random Stereo. $5 donation. Hey, Seth, I normally watch on YouTube, but was able to catch the stream. Well, welcome, Random Stereo. Looking for feedback on this brew I'm working on. Well, thank you so much for the donation, and I will pull it up. Take a look. Well, all right. Trade with the Selfless Spirit. I assume this means our opponent thinks they're just going to be getting it back anyway. Oh, I would love to hit a Planeswalker one of these days. Mirroring the Erstwhile. There's a monument. Thankfully, we have this Night of Autumn to clean that up easily. Oh, Obnixilis, potentially on a clean board. Obnixilis might actually be legitimately awesome here. Night of Autumn, definitely blow up that annoying monument. Play an Overgrowth Tomb. And now we might get to see Obnixilis just go off. That's what we're rooting for. Hit our opponent down to 18, mirroring the erstwhile. Wow, that is a spicy idea. Opponent plays a Selfless Spirit, sure, and passes. Well, I mean, we're going for it. Untap land. 1, 2, 3. It is time. Ob is here. We're going to Nixilis the Selfless Spirit. Yeah. Kill you. Sack it, sure. Does not want to give us the satisfaction. Nixilis is going to be really good. We haven't drawn a Rhino. Do we forget to put them in the deck somehow? The Gentle Lurch for the 22nd month. Happy pioneering to you, too. This format looks super fun. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big scoops cheer for our new subscriber. Is Abzan Charm playable? I think it might be. Card draw is nice. I like that mode. I'm trying to remember what is the removal ability on Abzan Charm? Dramoka's Command. Yeah, that could be in the conversation as well. That can stone our token. Well, we get to start drawing cards, and this is where we want to be. This is exactly where we want to be. Yeah, the mirroring the Erstwhile deck, random stereo, that is definitely interesting. It's a lot to take in. I mean, I like the plan of it. I'm trying to figure out, I mean, is it just kind of like a cool control deck? We're able to like tutor stuff from the sideboard, or is there kind of like a combo or something that I'm not seeing? It's definitely sweet. I think Awaken the Erstwhile is a really neat card. We get another Ooze. Well, I do kind of like Ooze here. Ooze at least beats our opponent getting a bunch of stuff back from the graveyard, and the life gain's relevant. So get in, hit our opponent down to 12, and I feel like we're in very good shape now. And then Bant Approach. That looks fun. I like the Planeswalker plan. Oh. And our opponent giving us the GGs. Missing the land drops is rough. It is. And up to 1-0, we did not draw a single Rhino, but we're winning-ish. Abzanning. Wait, Stitcher supplier. Stitcher supplier over what? And opponent scoops it up to 1-0. All right, that was close. And we got to see one of the things to keep an eye out during this league is what other people are doing. That's probably as important as what we're doing. So far, we saw a cool blue-white monument deck. That was our first match. Aetherworks Marvel. Ooh. Marvel is definitely one of the most powerful cards in Pioneer, I think. We'll see how it lines up with all of the hate that's around that wasn't around in Standard, but it definitely is a card that has potential to be very powerful. Grixis Marvel. Ew. But how do you get energy for it? Bantu? That's spicy. Like, Bantu, sack all my lands, get a bunch of energy. That's a cool idea. I guess sack Pyromancer tokens. I have to say, I have not ever seen an energyless version of Marvel before. Alright, so Bant Spirits? Why did our opponent was going to Spectral Sailor? Yeah, let's take Collected Company. Opponent can have their 1-drops. Sure, that's fine. I guess that's, yeah, our opponent also mulliganed. That makes a lot more sense. Can you do Solemnity Phyrexian Unlife in Pioneer? We're missing Phyrexian Unlife, so we'd have to find something else to fill that role. We have another donation. Good Lord, so many donations. Thank you so much, everyone. Opponent, Selfless. We've seen a lot of Selfless Spirits. Maybe this is like a Pioneer staple. Selfless Spirits everywhere all the time. Yeah, let's just shamble, I guess. Pass the turn. Simic Devotion. Ooh. Yes, that was a donation from Alex Mateo, $5.55. All right, here we go again. There's a Simic Devotion deck list tweaked by me. Well, thank you so much, Alex Mateo. And that looks sweet. It looks a little like standard-ish, but very explosive. With Lightline of Abundance and Nissa and Nykthos, deck seems like it can make an absurd amount of mana. Definitely looks cool. I could see trying something like that at some point. Alright, opponent passing. Assassin's Trophy. No, we don't really want to do that yet. Let's just run out Voice of Resurgence. Godless Shrine. Are we just going to get beat down by flyers? Maybe we need more, like, Cry the Crenarium type effects. Can humans be a viable deck? I think that they can be. Is there any decks that transfer directly? Ooh, another Mausoleum Wanderer. Well, that is a lot of 1/1 flyers. And there's the Spectral. All right. This might actually beat us. Our opponent just has an infinite number of small flyers, and that might be enough to kill us, sadly. Down to 11. That is not a high life total. Man, are we going to lose to Mulda 5 version? Mulda 5 version of Spirits. That's kind of sad. Go to combat. Get in with Voice of Resurgence. Hit our opponent. Down to 18. Get rid of Selfless Spirit. At least this turns on the possibility of a Wrath in our future. And our opponent could draw lands for a minute. We have the Goose, which actually can block. This is one of the upsides of Gilded Goose. It is going to Stonewall Spectral Sailor. And we can play an Elspeth, which doesn't stop these little flyers, but it does get big. Opponent, combat. Attacks. We will block the one that can't accidentally get pumped. Spectral Sailor. Hopefully they didn't draw a Collected Company. It's just a land. Down to 9. Opponent passes. We untap. We draw Vraska. Well, in that case... Well, here comes the Planeswalkers. We'll see if they are enough. Can the Goose save us? Wakeboarder 360, first time sub. Thank you so much. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soups here for our new subscriber. Enjoy your food, Not Mason. Have a good night, Seth. I've seen a lot of people hype for Deathray Shaman. Is it really worth the gain loss potential, or is it just not good without fetches? I don't think it's good without fetches, unless you're playing a graveyard deck. I am very sad that we have not drawn... How do we do this? I am very sad that we have not drawn a single... Alright, Vraska. I'm very sad that we have not drawn a single Rhino. That is the card that we really need to hit at some point. Go to combat. Get in with Voice. I wonder if we should watch Fable Passage, Evolving Wilds take off with Deathray Shaman. They are good with it. They're just so slow. Against Odds, Panoramica and Pioneer is coming next Against Odds episode. I believe it has already won. Pioneer meta is not up yet because we haven't had any tournaments yet, but there will be a Pioneer metagame page. So do we kill our Voice, gain a life, draw a card, or do we kill a 1/1? I think we're gonna just sack the Voice. I think that's fine. Sack Voice. Well, Assassin's Trophy is removal. Play the land. Up to 10. Goose on the defense. Opponent gets to draw a card. Yeah. Okay, Goose holding down the fort. We're kind of staying alive. We're staying in this. Just barely. Just barely. We might need the food for next turn. And the Voice turns into a better creature anyway. Could Liliana's Contract be good against the Odds deck? Oh! That's not good. That's not even a little good. That is the worst. Vraska face Vraska. Well, okay. Now we have to block with Goose. Opponent hit another Spectral Sailor. Hmm? Wasn't... Yeah, maybe I misunderstood how the opponent was attacking. Huh. That's weird. Yeah, well then, I guess I wouldn't have blocked. I could swear the first one was going at our face. Well, I think that's just game now. Alright. Well, that didn't go well. Blue-white Bant Spirits, eh? Well, that's disappointing. Our opponent was on a Molda 5, and we lost. That's not encouraging, I would say. Well, bring in more removal. Trim some of the high-end stuff. We do have Rhinos in this deck. We just are for ever drawing them. They are there. We just never draw them. Ever, ever, never. Whew. Zombie Rally is super sweet. Zombie Rally is a cool idea. I think it's missing Undead Augur, which is kind of annoying. Well, we finally have a Rhino. Finally! Finally! The whole reason we played the deck, it took us 2.5 matches to get there. Or a match and a half. Did you get a chance to play around with the wartless I sent you earlier today? I have not, Dayan. It looked cool, though, but I haven't gotten a chance to play with it or anything. But it definitely seems like a cool idea. Opponent has a Spectral Sailor. Huh. Yeah, this is interesting. I wonder if this is just a bad matchup. It might be. Fatal Push is pretty bad without fetch lands. It's basically like Disfigure. Pretty close to Disfigure. I mean, I don't think it's completely unplayable, but it's definitely, I don't think it's a staple removal spell. The Bad Sticky for the 25th month. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big Soup's here for our new subscriber. Well, go to combat. Get in with ooze. Yeah, let's Godless Shrine. We're just going to pass and wait on our Murderous Rider. There's Rattlechains. Well, we will murder Rattlechains. Yeah, maybe we need like a sweeper for aggro. Maybe the Kaya's Wraths are not enough. Moto not used to having less than 34 Rhinos. Apparently, at least we finally got one. I love some New Perspectives Hollow one in Pioneer. Ooh, that sounds super sweet. I could see revisiting New Perspectives. I wonder, I mean, I'm still really trying to get a sense of if this format is more like standard or more like modern. Still have not figured that out. Are you genuine? Do you genuinely believe the think can be a thing? I'm not sure I understand the question, Pickle Boss. Well, go to combat. Get in with ooze. Opponent takes it. Murderous Rider. Okay. Well, we do not mind casting Murderous Rider again in the future. Play a land, pass the turn. Man, so many subs tonight. Thank you so much, everyone. Redlow and Evely, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big Soup's here for our new subscriber, Podit. What sets are in the format? This format goes from Return to Ravnica up through Throne of Eldraine right now. It seems fun so far. What I Win the Game cards do you think would be good in Pioneer? Right, opponent has Empyrean Eagle. That seems good, and it is kind of good, but I think we might be getting a blowout here. Opponent hits us. Yup. Down to 9. However, we get to untap Obnixilis. We will Assassin's Trophy Spell Queller. which gets us back Murderous Rider. Murderous Rider. We will murder Empyrean Eagle. Go to combat. Get in with our Scavenging Ooze. Hit our opponent. And now we're back to winning the race. TJT125, welcome you to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soups here for our new subscriber. Yeah, Approach of the Second Sun, I guess, is probably one of the easiest. I'm trying to think what other ones are legal. Biovisionary, Happily Ever After. Yes, you can cast either half of the card. So we can cast the spell half. Looks like our opponent might have Company in hand. Plays a tap land. Ooh, alright. Hanged Executioner. Sure. Make some dorks. Well. Eat the Eagle. So many subs tonight. Thank you so much. Kefka, first time sub. Welcome back to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soups here for our new subscriber. Being stuck on 4 mana is not great here. Get in. Hit our opponent. Down to 11. What is pretty good, though, is a Siege Rhino, I would say. Seems reasonably effective. Rhino you. Seriously? Alright. Reasonably less effective than we thought. Junction, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Hey, what's up, Pastafarian? Big soups here for you. Liliana's contract with all ramp in black. Ooh, that sounds fun. Opponent going to main phase, draw a card. And, wow, hits another Lord. Ugh. Opponent is very good at drawing lords, I would say. Hits us. Down to 1. We needed that Siege Rhino. And we needed to draw more lands. We've been very pinched on lands. Well, 1, 2, 3. Oath of Kaya. Kill Supreme Phantom. Go to combat. Attack. Eat Supreme Phantom. Alright. Better not draw another Lord. Hit our opponent to 7. Pass the turn. Cold Shoulder for the 3-year resub. Loving Brewing and Pioneer so far. Format without Tron is my kind of format. Definitely agree. Well, well, those were good top 2 cards of the deck, and alright. Fun. Well, I mean, good running spirits. Interesting. That did not feel like a great matchup. I mean, also, I feel like our opponent ran better than we did, but still didn't feel like a great matchup. What are your thoughts on Feather Heroic with Dramoka's command? I mean, maybe it could be good. Oh, that is true, UK Temperance. I've always hated spirits. I mean, spirits have a lot of decent tribe members in the format. What do you think of blue-black control in Pioneer? I think blue-black control decks in general, I think will be good. I think it's a little bit harder to build control decks super early in the format. What are your thoughts on Teferi 3 Staple or Banhammer? Probably Staple. I mean, Teferi could be bannable, but I think it might be pretty far down on the list of things that are broken in Frontier. Like, Teferi, it's a very strong card, but when you compare it to... Would be nice to draw something to do a little earlier. Well, we're drawing Rhinos, finally, which is nice. When you compare it to turn 3 or 4 infinite combo wins and stuff, I think that Teferi's pretty far down on the list. What do you think? there will be deck lists on Goldfish, but there are no deck lists, period, yet. There's no tournament list published, no anything published. So having a metagame page and stuff on Goldfish, mostly a product of having to wait until those are actually published somewhere and there's tournaments. So it will be coming, but it might be a little bit until it starts coming out. Growth Spiral. Ooh. Huh. Alright. This is a bit concerning. Bant Control or Bant Ramp by the looks. Well, Conceal Courtyard. We will run out. Yeah, let's just play Liliana. Alright, Resolves, that's good. Take up Liliana. I mean, Liliana's a clock. This is probably Wilderness Reclamation, infinite turns. Pass the turn. Obsidian does need a home in this format. Obsidian seems like it could be playable. Dictative Crew Fix. Alright, this is definitely Nexus of Fate, infinite turns. Alright. Well, we'll see how this goes. Come on, Thought Seizes, please. Opponent, Teferi Time Raveler. Bounces Dictate. Oh, that's cute. Alright, opponent passes. Discards to hand size. Opponent's missing land drops. What is this? What is going on in this deck? Maybe it's a... I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Is there a link to the list? Yes, exclamation point deck. Assassin's Trophy is a good draw. Let's run out Oath of Gaia. Kill Teferi. Temple Garden tapped. Take up Liliana. Pass the turn. I mean, maybe our Planeswalkers can get there. Planeswalkers and Rhinos. Could Super Friends be good? Super Friends definitely could be good. There's a ton of powerful Planeswalkers. Any chance for it against the odds Demonic Pact? There's a Wilderness Wreck. That's a good question. What cards do you think would be most interesting for a against the odds for Pioneer? I think that's a interesting question. Let's play Tireless Tracker. Play a Swamp. Pass the turn. Opponent. There's the Dictate. Well, we need to kill Wilderness Wreck. Oh, this is a deck that I was hoping I would never have to see again, but it's still there. Hedron Alignment, Gideon Tribal, Demonic Pact, Starfield of Nyx, Enchantments. That sounds sweet. Yeah, opponent's playing infinite turns. Once Upon a Time. Wait, Once Upon a Time's everywhere. Famish Paladin. How good is Tracker without fetches? Not as good as with fetches, but still a decent threat. Alright, more Wilderness Reclamations. And Discanta. Well, we might be conceding here very shortly. Opponent untaps. We draw. Ooze. And Hissing Quagmire. None of those things really interact with this. Yeah, that should be game. Well, let's crack our Clue Draw card. We gotta hit like an Assassin's Trophy, I guess, to have a shot here. Well, that's Assassin's Trophy. Okay, that's something. Gilded Goose. Ooh, we'll see. Get a clue. Go to combat. This Liliana's gonna win the game if we live, but I don't know if we're gonna live. Opponent. Azuria's Charm, okay. Well, I mean, I guess all we can do is... Opponent has 2 sources of card advantage. Yeah, I mean, I guess we just kill Wilderness Wreck, or attempt to. But with his Kanta and Dictate, our opponent might be able to just combo off naturally. Pass the turn. And another Dictate. Yeah, alright. Opponent should be set to take all the turns here, I think. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy. Revel in Riches, New Perspectives, or Helm of the Host. That sounds fun. So while it's cool, there's a lot of sweet decks from Standard Pass that I'm looking forward to seeing again in Pioneer, there's also some pretty miserable decks from Standards Past that I'm not as much looking forward to playing against. Is Deathrite good without fetches? I do not believe so. I think if you're playing a graveyard deck, it's good, but I don't think it is good in general without fetches. Opponent. Extra turn. Next is a Fate. Is Kanta number 2. I wonder where this falls in the potential banning scales. Nexus has proven itself to be at least a little bit playable in Modern. Have you thought of any unique decks that work in Pioneer but not Modern or Standard? Not too much. I mean, I'm sure they're... I mean, there's like against the odds decks that probably get a little bit better in Pioneer, but there hasn't been too much I've seen so far. All right. We're not going to really sit through this. We are going to concede, go on to the next game. Yeah, this is basically the most miserable deck from our last Standard format. Making its way into Pioneer, sadly. Well, bring in anything that can interact with this. Go down stuff that just interacts with creatures primarily. What can we take out is a question. I guess the planeswalkers that don't generate card advantage don't feel as good. Like, Gideon's a fast clock at least. I think like Elspeth and Vraska are slow. Omnixilus probably doesn't do enough. Oath of Kaya doesn't do much. Liliana doesn't do much. And then Ooze does seem good. That keeps them from flipping... Keeps our opponent from flipping Iskanta at least. Actually, maybe go down to Murderous Rider and keep 2 trackers. Let's try something like that. Do you think that Eldrazi decks might be playable in Pioneer? Looking at black-white here mostly. I think that they have a shot, but... Ooh. Well, hopefully we draw green mana. Thoughtseizes and Brutalities are good. But hopefully we get some green mana to go with it. Prediction for first ban list. I think Felidar Guardian combo is very much at the top of the list. If you look at Frontier tournaments, which is very close, it doesn't have Return to Ravnica block, but otherwise it's the same format and it does have fetches. But in that format, Felidar combo is 50% of the last tournament that I saw. It was like 50% of the top 32 decks. So it is like over the top good in those formats. So all right, there's a Veil of Summer, sure. Maybe we should have thought seized on turn 1 for that possibility. Spicy McChicken for the 29th month. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soups here for our new subscriber. Green mana. Oh my god. Oh, not good, not good, not good. Well, we will duress you. Dig Through Time. 1,000,000 to fairies. Yeah, we'll take Dig Through Time. Yeah, not looking good, not looking good. Looking pretty fair, this deck. You should board in Cage so they have no win con. Wait, how does Cage... What does Cage do against this deck? It doesn't do anything, does it? Search for his content, that's a good one. Green mana! One-time deck. Alright, that is green mana. So, untap land. Run out Night of Autumn. Blow up this Kanta. I mean, we're staying in it, but Big Teferi's coming down, and Big Teferi is a bit of a problem. We have played 100% blue deck so far. Wow. Okay. Huh. Well, that was a decent one to have on the top of the deck. Go to combat. Get in with Knight of Autumn. Huh. Yeah, this, so far, I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about Abzan, honestly. Oh, the new fetches, yeah. Fabled Passage is pretty bad. Wilderness Reclamation was a really nice draw for our opponent. Azurius Charm, Cycles. Our Delph card's going to Pioneer with no fetches. If I resleeve a Tarka Red, how would I do? There's Big Teferi. Uh-huh. Huh. Yeah, I wonder if this deck is just too fair. Like, it's playing, like, sweet, fun mid-rangey cards, but so far we've played 100% blue decks, and there's certainly a decent amount of unfair style decks around. Did our opponent really top deck Nexus? That would be pretty insane. Castle Vantress. Okay. Gonna do a bit of scrying. One on the top. Well, we untap. We will play a Murderous Rider. Swifthead. Kill Teferi. Go to combat. Get in for 2. Is there a deck for Shadow Torture Defiance? I really miss that card. I'm sure that Chandra will show up somewhere. Chandra is definitely a powerful creature, so I wouldn't be surprised, but I don't know if I've seen any Chandra decks so far. Can I show you a Pioneer deck I've been working on? It would mean a lot. Yeah, I would love to see it. I play Whirl, LOL. Soulfire Grandmaster, Fire Seem Busted. That does sound pretty spicy. I think that Chandra is probably a little too expensive for red deck wins. Maybe as a sideboard option. Teferi Time Raveler for our opponent. And what do you think the top 3 decks in Pioneer are most likely to be? Banned in the not too distant future? I think Copycat is pretty likely to be number 1 would be my pick. Potent. Illumination, draw some cards. Copycat's very likely to be number 1. After that, it's a little bit more up in the air. Well, go to combat, hit Teferi. I mean, we do have a lot of answers. And we have been answering things. We're back down to 3 mana, which is definitely not good. Well, kill Wilderness Reclamation, pass the turn. I feel like we've stumbled around on mana a lot, but the answer is right there, Authority of the Consuls. I mean, yes, it's true that like Pithing Needle, Authority of the Consuls can deal with the combo, but it's also true that those decks will probably just be, wow, more Teferis. I feel like there might be like a power level difference or something. Maybe we just need to play more broken cards in card draw. I feel like we're just like falling further and further behind by the minute. Are we still stuck on 3 lands? We are. Oh, that's disappointing. And, geez. Well, attack Teferi. Oh, boy. I mean, they suck more when you can't cast them. Being stuck on 3 lands has been kind of maybe the story of this game to some extent. Like, if we had been able to stick Siege Rhino a couple turns ago, our opponent would probably be dead as they are doing what they're doing. Like, we had enough disruption to win. We just haven't had mana to deploy any reasonable threats, unfortunately. Ban cards will be Felidar, Dig Through Time, Treasure Cruise, Marvel, maybe Deathrite. Opponent. Oh, no. Wilderness Reclamation number 70? Ugh. We cannot catch a break in this matchup. Illumination, opponent draws cards. Boy, we've killed a lot of Wilderness Reclamations and a lot of Teferis, and they just keep coming. There's no... If they have an extra turn spell, I'm going to concede, I believe. Opponent, floating mana, untapping. Yeah. Alright. Sure. Well, that was a deck I was hoping I'd never see again, but we have seen it again. Hey, you're welcome, Cocos. Well, so far, I don't know. I have not been very impressed with Siege Rhino and Pioneer, I have to say. Sadly, I had high hopes that Siege Rhino might be good, but I think that Siege Rhino might not actually be very good. Treasure Cruise is not banned. It probably will be banned, I would assume. Oko should have -1 on his card. That's probably true as well. I feel like Marvel will be banned. Maybe Emrakul, depending on how things work out for him. Rhino is too fair. Oh, I don't think Rhino will be banned. This happens because your first deck is not Panharmonicon. Panharmonicon's coming for Against the Odds next week. So we will be Panharmoniconing, but for Against the Odds. If you ever feel like people making people miserable, I have a super budget mono black deck. Ooh. That does seem like it's pretty well set up to destroy anything with creatures, that's for sure. Experiment one. Ooh, alright. Opponent's playing maybe Hardened Scales? Well, that's Concealed Courtyard. Thought sees you. Definitely Hardened Scales. Well, we will take Winding Constrictor. Pass the turn. Well, we'll see how this goes. Our opponent is also playing a fair-ish deck. Yeah, Winding Constrictor, maybe it'll be good. Another Experiment one for our opponent. Combat. And gets it. No blocks. 17. Play Forest. We're hitting lands this game, which is nice. Voice of Resurgence. Pass the turn. Well, the good news is if our league finishes quickly enough, we'll be able to try 2 decks tonight and get even more Frontier experience. Yeah, I think I want to update a lot of sweet old decks, but that's going to take a little bit more work, I think. Like, updating some of those decks, especially getting them to the point of being able to be played on stream. Opponent has 1 card. Alright, sure. We're down to something. Something not very high. We will play another Voice of Resurgence. Hissing Quagmire. Pass the turn. Aye, getting beaten down by double Experiment one. Is there going to be room for, is it Fevered Visions deck from Shadows over Innistrad? I mean, that's definitely a deck I would like to revisit because it's really fun. I don't know if it'll actually be good. Oh, that's a pretty good one. Oh boy. I do also feel a little bit that our opponents have run well. Like, ugh. That does also feel like it's a thing that's happening in this league. Is that because our opponent could have just went land and done nothing, but they went really good card, really good card, really good card. So maybe it's partly a little variancy. Bubblegum! Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soups here for our new subscriber. Opponent removes counters. Okay. And passes. We're at 5. We managed to draw more lands. We'll play Scavenging Ooze. Ugh. Yeah, I think we're pretty dead. Temple Garden, go. Can I link Dubious Challenge deck? I want to get some opinions. Yes, you're always free to to link magic-related stuff. Safe magic-related stuff. Opponent, combat. Gonna go some attacking. Gold Guy for the 9th month. Happy to resub for another month. Awesome to see Pioneer. What do you think about putting Pioneer on Arena? Arena definitely should have Pioneer. I don't know if it ever will, because Wizards doesn't always make the smartest decisions. But I think that it definitely should. Well, block, block, block. Actually, that leaves us dead. Block, block, block. Eat Winding Constrictor. Cleaves for the 10th month. Ooh, yeah, let me take a look at your Bant Prison deck. Welcome back to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soups here for our new subscribers. Eat some stuff, go to 5, lose our board. I've really been thinking about a different version of opponent's spec, playing Vivian Arcbow Ranger in place of Verdurous Gearhulk. Ooh, that sounds sweet. Bant Prison, eh? Alright, so we're at 2. We get a token. Opponent over on Tomb tapped. Passes. We draw more lands. Add them to the pile. Oh, that's not going to help. Oh, boy. I wonder how much of it's just variance. Bant Prison looks sweet. Sweet in the sense that it looks miserable to play against, but it looks like it'd be really fun to play. Who does art for Goldfish? Adriano Catani is his name. A Catani, something like that on Twitter, if you want to try to look him up. Well, we got to block. We don't have other options. We are going to need to draw a Functional Magic the Gathering card, or we are dead. This would be a turn where Siege Rhino would be nice. Siege Rhino would be very nice. We draw. Land number 40. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 out of 13. Alright. Well, sometimes you draw 9 out of 13. What are your thoughts on Ugin Planeswalkers? They're very powerful, just expensive. That was a little bit sad. I mean, in that case, we just drew a lot of lands and not many non-lands. Not a super good way to win games, I would say. We'll do a little bit of trimming. Bring in a bit more removal. Run it like that. Yeah, sometimes, I mean, that's magic. Sometimes you just draw all the lands. Want to see some Godpharaoh's Gift? Any chance of a good Godpharaoh's Gift deck? I mean, that's something that I think would be fun to try out. What kind of combo decks are available in Pioneer? Copycat Combo is probably the number 1 combo deck on the list. Saheeli, Felidar Guardian. Oh, this hand has action, but I'm not sure if we will ever be able to cast literally anything. I mean, we have... If we go just land, and can cast our stuff, we're almost guaranteed to win. I don't think Mono Green's going to beat this, or Green Black's going to beat this. But I don't have much faith in the Magic Gods tonight. They have not been very good to us. Let me see how I play. Brutality doesn't hit most of our opponent's deck. It can't take creatures from our opponent's hand, and it can't kill most of their creatures as the game goes along. Yeah, alright, I guess we'll mulligan. Okay. Well, we can't cast much in this hand either, but I guess we gotta keep on 6. Maybe the 3-color mana base is just asking too much. Wow, opponent's got Planeswalkers for days. Well, okay. We will take a Hangerback Walker, I guess. I guess we just gotta leave him with the 2 Vivians, which is not great. Opponent plays a Swamp. Passes. Well, we will Thoughtseize. More lands off the top. Walking Ballista. Okay, well, we will take the Nissa. Hissing Quagmire, go. How long until we get 34 rhinos again? I'm sure we will play some 34 rhinos at some point. Opponent finds a winding constrictor off the top. Come on, real magic card. That's a land. All right, Godless Shrine. Untapped. Pass the turn. Ugh. Well, I'm starting to think this deck is just bad. I mean, I think we've run not great, but it also hasn't been that impressive. The Hardened Scales deck looks fun. Opponent, non-land, off the top. And Walking Ballista. Grows Pelt Collector. Yeah. Ooh, maybe we're just cursed. That could also be. Well, we can get rid of this Winding Constrictor. Not that it does a whole lot at this point. Yeah, the Hardened Scales deck looks like it could be pretty interesting. And Soul Artifact's a fun addition. No, we'll play Scavenging Ooze. Play a Forest. I mean, that is a non-land, so we will take pleasure in having a card we can cast. You should try a Blink version of Abzan. You get more value. Ooh. That looks interesting. Well, once upon a time for our opponent. I mean, I do like blinking. Do you think the difficulty of playing 3-color decks will become a hallmark of Pioneer? They definitely are. Just even playing this deck, it is certainly not like playing them in Modern or other formats. And it might be that you really need to focus in on 2-color decks, or like 2-color decks maybe splashing like a card or something. But I think it might be that you really got to avoid going 3 colors or full 3 colors. It's definitely, like, in Modern, with fetch lands and shock lands, if you're playing Abzan, you don't even really got to think about mana costs. You can just kind of put anything in your colors in the deck, and it's going to work out, usually. I mean, that's a bit of an exaggeration, but really, it normally is going to work out. On the other hand, in this format, it is definitely not like that. Opponent has a Vivian, one of 2 that we know about. No, we'll probably end up trying a second deck here. We also had Goblins and Rally the Ancestors that we were thinking about trying. Opponent grows a Walking Ballista, goes combat. And passes. We draw. Siege Rhino. Well, I mean, Rhino's a good magic card, but with Nissa, or with Vivian and Walking Ballista, huh. Alright, let's try Rally the Ancestors. So, what do we learn about this deck? And we're gonna call it there with the 1 and 3 with Abzan. We will revisit Siege Rhino, probably against the odd style. So, number 1, I don't know if obviously, this is a early build of the deck, so there could obviously be things that would be changed, all the different planeswalkers and stuff, but overall, the deck just felt kind of like fair and clunky and slow. It didn't feel all that consistent, didn't feel all that powerful, so I don't know. I have to say, Abzan has definitely moved down my list of decks that I'm excited for the Pioneer format. Scale of 1 to 10, how much do we need to worry about graveyards in Pioneer? I mean, I think that they are definitely something that you need to be aware of in Pioneer because of Emrakul and also like Rally the Ancestor style deck. So let's try. Would Abrupt Decay not be better than Assassin's Trophy? I think it really depends on what the metagame looks like, and so far we don't really know. I think in a world where Aetherworks Marvels and we just saw Vivians and so forth are a thing, in Modern, Abrupt Decay is better a lot of the times. Although, even that's like kind of up for debate. But Abrupt Decay kills basically everything. In Frontier, it's really this trying to figure out, is it more like Standard, where Abrupt Decay is kind of like a meh removal spell? Or is it more like Modern, where Abrupt Decay is a really good removal spell? Alex Mateo, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soups cheer for our new subscriber. Takeout voice put in Grimflayer. Maybe. Voice is nice with the sacrifice plan, because you get to sacrifice it twice. That's the biggest upside there. Let's do mono black control. I mean, we could try to get the cards to try something else, if you would rather over Rally the Ancestors. The problem is, there's like a million things that people want to try, and a million things that I want to try, but too many to do in a single stream, I think. Oh, that looks like a fun deck. Papa Smuff. Take out Shaman? Why are we taking out Shaman? Shaman's like insane. I mean, we're definitely gonna try Shaman. Because if Shaman isn't good in a deck like this, then it's just not good. Like, if the deck that's playing Stitcher Supplier and Satyr Wayfinder can't take advantage of Deathrite Shaman, I think it's just not a deck that you can really play in the format. So the idea of this deck, stock the graveyard, Stitcher Supplier, Satyr Wayfinder. The thing I'm a little worried about is we don't have Viscera Seer. We don't have Eternal Witness. So we can't really get Rally back from the graveyard. So that is something that is concerning for me. We do have one Den Protector. It's definitely not an Eternal Witness. So I don't know how good or bad this is going to be. The other possibility is playing more like card drawy effects and trying to play a more like grindy game plan. We also don't really have much interaction though. So I'm not 100% sure where this ranks. The other deck we had was just an aggressive like goblin-y 8-whack style deck would be the other deck that we could try. How about Vanifar in Pioneer? I think that Vanifar is something that I definitely want to try in the future. Fabled Passage to fix plus Fabled Passage is so bad. Ugh. I mean, Fabled Passage is fine for Standard, but having your fetch land not fetch untapped until turn 4 is kind of rough. So those are the other two decks that are options for the second half of the stream. Would you rather see Atarka Goblins or Rally the Ancestors? Those are the two choices. Well, Atarka's command is very wacky. I mean, it's not technically a whack, but it does the same type of thing where you get to pump all your creatures. So that's kind of the other whack, because we don't have the other one. Oh no, Rally Goblins, Rally, Goblins, Atarka Goblins, Rally is meh, Goblins. Rally, Goblins, oh no. Maybe we have to do an actual poll. Hang on, I'm going to pull up, we'll do a quick straw poll for what deck we're going to play for the second half of the stream. Alright, I'll put the poll in the chat. Vote in the poll. We'll do it for like a minute or two, and then we're going to jump right into it and keep playing. Hey, what's up, Mr. Fluffy? I mean, there's definitely a ton more decks to revisit. There's also the challenge of we actually have to have the deck. So part of the reason, like, we're not playing Panharmonicon tonight because I'm going to build Panharmonicon for Against the Odds. The other thing, like Vanifar, I just don't actually have a Pioneer Vanifar list. So while it's something that I want to do in the future, I don't actually have a list for it at this point. Master Toadale, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soups cheer for our new subscriber. Saw enough Rally during Horrible Standard. Blend in some Eldrazi. Yeah, there's definitely a ton of lists that I would like to, that we will check out over the coming weeks. Sunburst with 1,000-year Stormbrew for Pioneer, because that's too much fun trigger. That sounds like a super fun Against the Odds episode, that's for sure. Having a format without lightning bolts is definitely a little bit weird. I would agree with that. How are we doing with our poll? Oh, Rally is actually just crushing goblins. Like it's not even a little bit close. So, all right, question 2. Before we jump into our league, should we change anything in this Rally list, or do we just go with it as is? Rally is the winner. Also, before we jump into it, a reminder that our sponsor today is Card Kingdom, and if you need some new Magic cards, you can snag them over at cardkingdom.com. So thank you to Card Kingdom. So is there anything we want to change? Not cutting Deathrite. Maybe Deathrite's not right for the deck and it's horrible, but Deathrite is a card that we're definitely testing. Because I think we need to know how good it is in decks like this. And I think if it's not good in decks like this, it's probably just not good in general. So, not interested in cutting that. Just mostly for testing purposes. Viscera is not legal. Why Vampire instead of Husk? They're the same card. It doesn't, I don't know. Vampire's kind of cool. I don't know. They're basically, they do the same thing. You could play either one. They're exactly the same. Remove Shaman and Voice, should have 4 Cutthroat and Husk. Well, we have Cruel Celebrates. You think we want 8 copies of Blood Artist? Maybe. I think Cruel Celebrant is a strict upgrade over Cutthroat. Flip Lily. Add Enchantment Hate to the sideboard. Yeah, we got a bunch. We got a bunch actually. You can't see it because it's off screen, but we have 4 Assassin's Trophies and 3 Knights of Autumn. So we actually have a ton of hate for artifacts and enchantments. Yahenni. Do I have a Yahenni? Haste. When a creature dies, put a counter on it. Sack another creature. So it doesn't get big like Blood Baron. The main thing I'm wondering. Oh yeah, you're right. Okay. Yeah, you're probably right. It probably should just be Nantucket Husk. I wasn't actually thinking. I was thinking they were just functional, but you're right. For some reason, that can't sack itself. All right, let's try it. Yeah, Gideon Tribal is something that I plan on trying in the near future too. There's a lot. That's the one thing I'm wondering about adding. We'll try it like this. We'll try it like this and see how it goes. I'm wondering if adding card draw is worth it, like Grim Haruspex, or if we're going to be fine with the combo-y aspect of the deck. We'll see. That's my one concern, is there's not a lot of like card advantage. Isn't the 2-drop better? What 2-drop? We'll definitely play Gideon Tribal in the future. I don't have a complete list for it yet, although it's probably not too hard to put together. I don't think there's another no mana sack outlet at 2 mana in the format, honestly. That's not gonna work with 1 land. This looks fine. Okay, this will keep. I mean, a nice little value we had. No sack outlet, but we got a Satyr Wayfinder. Why no Corpse Knight? Why no Corpse Knight? Yeah, we'll keep this. I think it's worse because it doesn't gain us life. Is the biggest issue, I think, with Corpse Knight. When we can play it with stuff that gains us life and also drains our opponent. Gideon plus a 2-red instant that time walks is really fun. Yeah, that definitely is fun. We did that in Modern a long time ago. Oh yes, hang on, I will update the deck list momentarily. Alright, Overgrown Tomb, tapped, pass the turn. Ooh, Shambling Vents. Interesting. Maybe our opponent's playing Abzan. Well, Temple Garden, untapped. Run out a... let's just Satyr Wayfinder. Hit our land drops. Fill the graveyard. Deck list almost updated. And we get... Whew. Well, there's our Death Rites. We did get a land, though, which is good. So, what decks, even outside of, like, against odds, what decks do you want to see for future streams in Frontier? Opponent, Overgrown Tomb. And the other thing is, Knight has to be on the battlefield before we... Knight has to be on the battlefield before we have our creatures come into play. Something like Zulaport, Cutthroat, or Cruel Celebrant, we can play all of our creatures first, then play them and sack stuff and get the value out of them. Mono black, mono green, Ilharg Medomia. Ooh. That's spicy. Opponent gets in. Okay. Well, I mean, block you. And Abrupt Decay. Opponent gotta get those triggers with the Grim Flare. Sure. Sure. McFootball! Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Black Green Eldrazi, Kalia Mardu. Man, there's such a long list. This is exactly how it was when I asked on Twitter. Like, 50 different decks. There's so many decks we gotta try out. And that's not even including all the jank decks and updated decks. There's so much to do in Pioneer. Welcome to the football. Welcome to the football, McStream. Welcome to the Fishbowl, McFootball. Thank you for your subscription. Big soups cheer for our new subscriber. Opponent passes. Well, play Voice of Resurgence. Play a Swamp. Play Zulaport Cutthroat. Going to combat. And you know what? I guess we just let our opponent hit us. We're just going to go aggro. Like, sure, do your thing, Grim Flayer. Scry away, fill your graveyard. I really like the idea for Blood for Bones. Maybe Blood for Bones can be like the Unburial Rites. Hey, what's up, Grim? The Grim Flayer. What have you been playing in Pioneer, Grim? Is it Burn? Ooh. That looks interesting. The only thing I'd wonder about is if the curve is a little high. It seems weird to not have any 1-mana burn spells, but maybe that's fine. Opponent. What you got? We need another white source for Rally. Too bad we didn't actually have a death right. All the blue decks, they're actually not control. Oh yeah, we actually played against a snake deck. I don't know if I had Hardened Scales or not. Collective Brutality. Okay, kills Cutthroat, but doesn't do much else. Opponent gets drained. I wonder, can our opponent even keep attacking? Or do they just risk losing to our board? Goes to combat. Opponent's going to get in. Ugh. Do you think this deck plays Declaration in Stone? That would be a blowout. We're going to block. We're going to block. Upgrade the voice. Scales losing Ravager and Inkmoth is a sad time, but still seems fun. Yeah, it seems like it could still be reasonable at least. So voice dies. We get a token. If our opponent has Declaration in Stone, life is really bad. Otherwise, we're winning the damage race. Nantucko Husk. The challenge with Yaheni is Yaheni doesn't actually grow as you sack stuff like Nantucko Husk. Ooh, Blood for Bones Reflector Mage seems sweet. Mazes and gates. Ooh, basically like you can basically play like the standard Golos deck, well, the Field of the Dead deck before it was banned, and add in Mazes End and get some wins with it, I think. Well, Cruel Celebrant. Go to combat. Attack. Oh, opponent takes it to 3? Alright, pass the turn. Our mana is a little clunky, but we're kind of winning on the beatdown plan. Doing my first Moto draft, it's a Masters Edition 2 draft. Oh, wow. You are jumping into the deep end. Masters Edition is wonky. Ooh. Okay, that's a good draw. Aristocrat? Game? What you got, opponent? Man, our opponent's also kind of stumbling around with Abzan too. Maybe Abzan is not good in this format. Our opponent's Abzan, they have Grimflayer, which we didn't, and maybe that's actually the better choice. Like, maybe Grimflayer's the way to go, but they did not look significantly more impressive than our Abzan did. Vampires seem like they could be really powerful. 3-mana Sword's really good. I've seen 3-mana Sword in Modern a few times in just random matches, and it has always looked impressive in Modern. The only thing is, you're missing Blood Artist, which is really good in Modern, but maybe it could still work. Playcrafter would be sick in this deck. Ooh, yeah, maybe we should have Playcrafter for like that Wilderness Wreck deck we played against. An opponent, done, done, done. Okay, well, we didn't go off with Rally, but we did win pretty easily, pretty convincingly. Yeah, so far, our Abzan deck and our opponent's Abzan decks have not looked that impressive. They've just been kind of meh. And Voice of Resurgence was good. That was a card a lot of people were, when we were talking, a lot of people seemed like they were interested in cutting, but I feel like it was actually just very strong. Maybe we could play Sir Gwynhammer time in Pioneer. Skews, yeah, we probably want Skews too. So I guess we bring in Gideon, Liliana, 2 Skewses. We go down. What do we go down? That's the tougher part. I guess Den Protector doesn't seem horrible here. It's slow, but we can't cut too many creatures. Maybe we just, like, trim. 1 Wayfinder, 1 Cutthroat, 1 Husk. And Den Protector. 27's still not bad for Collected Company. It's not good, but what about Hunted Witness? Ooh, we have a Rally. We don't have a way to stock our graveyard, but we do have a Rally. All right. And 2 Cruel Celebrants. If we can get our graveyard stocked, we're ready to go. Is Glowspore Shaman in consideration for this deck? I think it definitely ranks behind Stitcher Supplier and Satyr Wayfinder in terms of showing up in this deck. So, not significantly. I think if I was going to add in another graveyard filling spell, and maybe we will, I would probably be leaning towards something like Grizzly Salvage. Yeah, Voice is pretty good with Coco. I should update the stream title too, probably. We are not rhinoing. We are rallying. Opponent, Liliana. Well, thankfully all of our creatures have toughness. So it doesn't just kill our stuff. Although Liliana is a very good card. I wonder, what's your pick for best Planeswalker in the format? Or maybe even just best 3-mana Planeswalker. If you had to pick one, what would it be? Now, let's run out Cruel Celebrant. Hopefully there's no Thoughtseize, and this Collected Company is kind. Collected Company, we still need white mana. Like, Satyr Wayfinder, hit our white source, fill the graveyard, combo off, win the game. That's what we're rooting for. 3 Fairy Oko, Saheeli, Oko, 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 Saheeli. LOL, Oko. Deathrite Shaman. I really want to draw Deathrite and see how good it is. Like, I guess it wouldn't be good right now because there's literally nothing in the graveyard. I don't know, maybe if it's even inconsistent in these graveyard decks, it's just not going to be good. Oko should still be insane. I believe it will be. Think you can get in some brawl games after. We will probably not be brawling tonight. But if that's something you want to see, I'm down with doing Brawl in the future. I think we'll probably spend pretty much the whole stream tonight doing Pioneer. Nissa, okay. Spicy. We are going to have to deal with this Liliana at some point. Opponent gets a forest. And passes. Ugh. We're so bad at hitting double white. That's been a consistent issue. Mana in Pioneer is rough. Good golly, is it rough. It is not modern mana-wise at all. Do you think Thoughtseize will be banned? I would be pretty surprised if Thoughtseize was banned. Opponent has a Courser of Crewfix. Land on top. That's what you want with a Courser. Tapped. Languish. Well, it's a way to get creatures in the graveyard. Huh. Okay. Well, we still have combo kill potential, but this Liliana's getting up there, which is a concern. Opponent. Combat. Well, that's company. Be good to us, company. Be good to us. Well, okay. Deathrite Stitcher Supplier. That's something at least. Mill some cards. Okay. Cartel Aristocrat. Stitcher Supplier. Oh. Oh, we still need another white source. Pony has Languish. How do we do this? Can we win here? We have 1 Cruel Celebrant, 2 Cruel Celebrants. We can't cast this one. All right, let's Stitcher Supplier. Mill ourselves. Okay, we're getting close. We're getting close. Yeah, we do have the mana to cast Rally, but we can't Cruel Celebrant number 3 and Rally. Mill ourselves. All right, Cartel Aristocrat. So we get 1, 2, All right, let's just play the Swamp, pass the turn, see what our opponent does. This is going to be interesting. Going to be interesting. Oh, going to be close. Going to be close. Buddy Land's being reprinted now makes perfect sense. Yeah, that is very true. So how much damage do we have right now? 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Ugh. Yeah, we really need 2 Cruel Celebrants. We're missing 1. Although if our opponent wraths, then we can wait and hope we draw a white source, I guess. Wouldn't you use Deathrite Shaman to get white with Temple Guard in the bin? Yeah, the problem is we need to get down this Cruel Celebrant. We kind of need triple white. Because with only 1 Cruel Celebrant, we don't have enough to actually win the game. Opponent, okay, kills. We are pretty fine with that, sure. We do not mind milling ourselves more. Stitcher Supplier dies. We hit another Satyr Wayfinder. Siege Rhino. Okay. Up to 24. Oh, we need a white source. We need a white source. We're so close. Pioneer Elementals is something I've been thinking of. I think that could be a possibility and potentially be good. Opponent, combat. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, 9, 10. Well, that's Deathrite. Drain our opponent. Untap. Satyr Wayfinder. Do some more milling. We are so close. Twisted Thunder! Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soups here for our new subscriber. Concealed Courtyard. Play Concealed Courtyard. Opponent's drawing Field of Ruin. Alright, let's also play Cruel Celebrant. And this sets us up to win next turn. Like, next turn we have the win. This also gives us some Languish protection. Next turn, Tireless Tracker, that's fine. We just gotta dodge a Thoughtseize, because we gotta rally, and then we have the win for sure. Is Fast Lands better than Check Lands? It depends on the deck. Both cycles are good. This deck is mostly pretty aggressive, and I think the Fast Lands, well, our curve is topping off mostly around 3 or 4. So I think in decks like that, it's they are decent, but I think that the Buddy Lands are also good, or the Check Lands. Is it possible that we play Mono Black today? Probably unlikely that we get to Mono Black today, but very likely that we play Mono Black in the future. Pioneer with some Bounce Land combo. There's no Bounce Lands, right? Thousand Year Storm with Locust God. Ooh, that sounds sweet. I saw someone playing New Perspectives earlier. That was cool. Yes, we are pioneering, Ihaskram. Opponent plays a land, flips the Nissa. Sure. Liliana up to ultimating. Although, unless there's Graveyard Hate or a Thoughtseize, none of this really matters. There's the emblem. Zombies incoming. Okay. Sure. What you got, opponent? What you got? The rally is coming. Ooh, Dynavolt Tower. That was sweet back in Kaladesh Standard. Yo, Seth, you think there's a cheeky Mono Black Rats deck in Pioneer with Rat Colony and Pipe for the Swarm, along with some fun black cards? Maybe it's like a budget deck? I would be surprised if there was like a real competitive deck, but it seems like it could be a budget deck or an against the odds deck. Alright, opponent shuffles into another Rhino, gains a life. None of this really matters unless there's a Thoughtseize. Krauser, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soups here for our new subscriber. Have any new info in the New Perspectives list? I was just about to ask about it. It looked a lot like the standard version, except I think it had Grow Spiral, and I definitely saw Veil of Summer after sideboarding, which is pretty big, because counterspells are one of the easiest ways to beat that deck. So yeah, I think that was the main core of it. Basically the standard deck for all the cycling stuff. Also Grow Spiral for ramp. I think there was also Arboreal Grazer, which I don't think is very good, but is it too early to invest in a Pioneer deck? I don't think Pioneer is going anywhere. The fact that there is already a Pro Tour and Grand Prix on the schedule, basically it feels like Wizards is treating Pioneer like they treat Modern, or treated Modern when it started. So, unless people hate the format, that's the only way I see Pioneer going away is as people start to play the format, it's not fun, and they don't like it, and they're like, oh, this format just, like, isn't whatever, like, fun enough for me to want to keep playing. Or, I guess the other smaller risk is Wizards is bad with the bannings. Like, if Copycat is 60% of the top 8 decks and everything, and that doesn't get banned. But that would be my one thing. I would be careful of buying into basically cards that were banned in Standard. Decks build around cards that were banned in Standard. Ooh, Metalwork Colossus Great Henge sounds sweet. Ooh, that sounds really sweet. I think Pioneer's here to stay, but specific decks. Yeah, definitely be careful. Even Aaron Forsyth actually said that. And Wizards is very careful about saying anything about the secondary market. And Aaron on his Twitter said something basically like, I wanted to let you know that where there's probably going to be more bannings, because if you can't afford to like have cards get banned or something, then maybe you should not buy them at the moment, because there are very likely going to be more bannings. Yeah, I think the game has changed, I think, in terms of bannings. I don't really see Looter Scooter as a likely to be banned card. I think Felidar Guardian combo, Energy, Dig Through Time Treasure Cruise. Those are the cards that are highest on my list. Maybe like Emery as well. Oko, maybe even. Opponent. Well, can we deal 25 here is the question. We have the mana. Opponent makes zombies. We draw a Rally. So now we got to do math. We can't sack our board yet, so we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Oh, we do it easily, right? I think we're very good. 1, 2, 3. Yes, Rally X2. Get everything back. Oh, and then as long as we hit a white source that's untapped, we can potentially just rally again. I mean, this is a power rally. Like 4 mana win the game. That's where we're at. This should easily do it. Opponent, again, Siege Rhino disappoints. This time from our opponent's side, but we mill ourselves, we hit lands, sure. We are pioneering, Fratosi. How are you? Mill some stuff. There's a white source. Mill some more stuff. There's a white source. And now the sacking begins. Sack Voice of Resurgence. Drain you. Make a token. Oh no. Well, we gotta get protection a bunch. Sack Voice of Resurgence. Drain you. Protection, going to be from everything. We have 19 cards. Sack Stitcher Supplier. Drain you. Protection. Stitcher Supplier. Drain you. Protection. Literally going to have protection from everything. Satyr Wayfinder goes. Drain you. Protection. Opponent down to 15. Opponent down to 13. Opponent down to 11. Opponent. Down to 7. Oh, we got it easy. Easy breezy. And Deathray Shaman felt pretty good here. 7. 5. 3. I guess we play properly just in case. Exile. Add white. This allows us to rally again if we need to. If our opponent has some random life gain that we're not seeing. Drain you to 1. Cruel Celebrate. Down to 0. And that does it. Ranga Tempest. Welcome to the Visual. Thank you so much for your subscription. That went well. That went very well. Big super cheer for our new subscriber. Ugh. Well, one thing we've learned tonight is Abzan does not look impressive. Our opponent was playing a different build than us, but it still was not enough. But the rally comes through. Rally takes down Rhinos. Whew. All right. Rally's back. Which decks do you tip for Pioneer. Oh, I am still very much trying to figure that out, man of mystery, David. Very much trying to figure it out. Ooh, all right. How good is Deathray? This hand actually seems sweet. We can turn 1 Deathray, turn 2 Stitcher Supplier into Voice, and then have Rally. That seems good. That seems good. We haven't run into much graveyard hate yet. Blood Crypt for our opponent tapped. And, all right. I mean, there probably is graveyard hate somewhere. We just haven't actually run into it yet. Deathrite Shaman, go. Pioneer deck, Smothering Tithe with letting the opponent draw cards for us to get mana, and then dealing damage equal to cards in hand. Is there anything like that? Ooh. I have not seen anything like that. I mean, there definitely could be, but I haven't seen that yet. Well, that's Stitcher's Supplier. Mill. Exile a land. That wasn't great milling. Make green. Play a Plains. Voice of Resurgence. Pass the turn. Well, we're going to start getting looted and scooted, but Mardu Vehicle, yeah, this looks like Mardu Vehicles. Rest in Peace is legal. Stony Silence was from Innistrad. Rest in Peace was from Ravnica. Return to Ravnica. Do you think they will reprint Leyline? Do you think they reprinted Leyline of the Void specifically for Pioneer? It's seeming that way. It's kind of funny. I remember when it came out, everyone was like, "Oh, they're doing this for Historic." That seems so just quaint and silly now. Oh my god, it's literal Mardu Vehicles. This is just like standard Mardu Vehicles. All right, let's get looted and scooted. Sweet. I haven't seen anyone playing this in Pioneer yet. That is pretty awesome. Braid the Beard. Oh my goodness. Oh, you won't believe what I did last night, chat. Although maybe you will if you saw my Twitter. I might have ordered a gingerbread man costume. And it's all your fault, chat. It really is. It's all your fault. Oh. So if you're around for the Halloween stream a week from tonight, a week from tonight, Halloween, for better or worse. I was worried with the streaming on Halloween, and that being the gingerbread man costume stream. I was a little worried that no one would be able to catch it, but we'll see. Phony gets in, down to 17. Yep. Alright, what do we draw? Cruel Celebrant. I do like Cruel Celebrant. Let's just play a Swamp. Play Nantucko Husk. Going to combat. Do some beatdowns. Vote it. 16. Alright. I mean, next turn could be a good turn. We will see. We don't have much in our graveyard yet, though. Paladalai, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soups here for our new subscriber. Aristocrats look cool, but where were the Rhinos? Oh, we were Rhinoing earlier. And then we switched. 2 decks in one night. Double trouble for our first night of Pioneering. Any plans for Panharmonicon in Pioneer? Yes, there are. There was a Pioneer Against Odds poll in the Against Odds article today, and Panharmonicon crushed the competition. So next week's Against the Odds, Panharmonicon Pioneer Edition. Shizer for the 13th month. Oh, you're the only ginger brew in our hearts. Please be sure to say, not my gumdrop buttons. Oh, I'm going to have to look up Gingerbread Man quotes. All I know is you can't catch me, I'm the Gingerbread Man. But I'm sure there's more out there. Welcome back to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soups here for you. Thank you. Gideon for our opponent. Yeah. Makes a knight. Okay. Untap. Hmm. One, two, three, four, five, six. Well, play Overgrown Tomb tapped. Actually, let's play it untapped. Go to combat. Attack with Nantucko Husk. Come on, no block. No block. No blocky. If our opponent doesn't block, we literally win the game. Opponent does block. In that case, we will sack Voice of Resurgence. Pump. Play Cruel Celebrant. Oh, still in damage. That's, man, we can deal a lot of damage with Nantucko Husk. Play Cruel Celebrant. Pass the turn. I mean, we might be in good shape here. I think we are. Check out Johnny B. Morbid's Gingerbread Man. Great song. Ooh, I'll have to check that out. Can you tell my girlfriend to stop scratching her sticky feet? I don't know if I want to get involved in your personal relationship issues, Patrick. Patrick Lee, what? But I guess. Can you afford to main deck one or two rogues passages? Ooh, I don't know. 3-color mana in Pioneer is already rough. Maybe? I was thinking about Thousand Year Storm, Smothering Tide, emergency powers. Yeah, that is so much fun. And then deal damage for drawing or having that many cards in hand. That sounds super sweet. Unfortunately, we don't have that in standard, right? There's no way to deal damage to cards in hand. So probably have to. We might have it in Pioneer. Opponent. Hazaret. Oh, that should be game. Hopefully. Hopefully game. We can put our opponent to 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Ooh, and then I guess, can we Deathrite? 1, 2, 3, maybe? Oh, this is going to be close. We need to, if we can hit some creatures with the Stitcher Supplier, then we're good for sure. Opponent. Smuggler's Copter. Crewing it up. And fires up Gideon as well. Okay. Attacks. Loots. Well, we get to block with Stitcher Supplier. See what we mill. If we mill well, we should be able to win. Actually, I guess we should be able to win either way. Opponent discards. Block with Stitcher Supplier. Take 4. Supplier dies. Drain our opponent. Come on. Mill some creatures. Ooh. Alright. Well, Deathrite Shaman. Drain our opponent down to 11. Untap. Wayfinder. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8. So if we attack with everything, we win, right? Go to combat. Attack. Go to combat, attack. Blocks Husk. Sure. Well, we will rally. X2. Mill. Mill. Sack. Sack. And opponent scoops it up. Whoo! Okay. Rally, rally, rally. Still getting the job done. Taking down vehicles. That actually, it's kind of working. It's kind of working pretty well. I have to say, I've been pretty impressed with it so far. Whoo! We make the token smaller, but we still just drain our opponent out. We only need to sack enough for Husk to survive. And then we hit our opponent for 7, and then sack the rest of our stuff for lethal. So, how do I want to sideboard against this deck? Could a deck be on Wrangle, based on Wrangle and Fling work in Pioneer? Those decks normally, it's kind of a metagame. Yeah, we had to sack enough to keep the Husk, because that was our only sacrifice outlet. So we just had to get it up to 6 toughness, so it survived, hit our opponent for what we could, and then sack the rest of the stuff to win. That was the game plan. So we can bring in Knight of Autumn to deal with vehicles. Maybe that's it. Knight of Autumn's in. Assassin's Trophies. It's a hard deck to sideboard out too much because we need all these combo pieces. So it makes it hard to cut too much, really. Maybe like trim? Run it like that? Yeah, just knights. No, I think Wrangle. Basically like threaten effects. So those type of decks, they're kind of like metagame decks, is what I consider them. So they're decks that can be very effective against creature decks. So if you're playing against our Voice of Resurgence deck, it's probably going to be great. Because you can steal our voice, sack it, get the token, all that stuff. On the other hand, if you play against like the Bant Wilderness Reclamation deck that we played against, you just have a deck that's like full of dead cards. So the challenge is, you know you can crush creature decks. Can you build it in a way where you don't just auto-scoop to like blue-white control or Wilderness Reclamation, decks like that? Mac Daddy, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big scoops cheer for our new subscriber. Cat Tribal sounds fun. It's really, a lot of it's trying to figure out the power level of the format, too. It would be awesome if decks like Cat Tribal were, like, legitimately playable, but I don't know. I don't know how powerful, like, what do you think? This is a really good question. Do you think that we can definitely do some hammer timing? I'm down with hammer timing again. And we have, well, what other good equipment do we have? Not too much. We do have Open the Armory, so we have 1 tutor. It could work, and no one's going to expect it in Pioneer. Opponent, untap land, and Toolcraft Exemplar. This is like straight up standard vehicles. So what do you think? Do you think that this format is closer to modern or standard in power level? Like, do you think that what end of the scale does it come down on? Can you call me Seth? Yes, you most certainly can. Opponent, Scrap Heap Scrounger. Getting in. Sure, we'll take it. Down to 15. Godless Shrine, untapped. Voice of Resurgence. Pass the turn. Do some blocking. Bestest of Standard, right in the middle. I think it's completely different than both. I mean, the format definitely feels different. That's for sure. Opponent, combat. Voice of Resurgence, very good roadblock against ground-based aggro decks. Voice is nice, but maybe Catacomb Sifter would be better overall. Adds a colored standard. I think I missed the second part of that combo. It's modern without the degenerate stuff. I think that's a good way to look at it. Let's Wayfinder. We would like to hit our land drop here. Oh, betrayed by our best friend Satyr Wayfinder. Betrayed hard by our best friend Satyr Wayfinder. Yikes. That wasn't good at all. No lands in our top 4 opponent. Triggering. No band level standard. Ooh, yeah, let me take a look, Mischievous Strum. Yes, we were playing Abzan, Siege Rhino-y style deck earlier. We are now playing, let's just run out Cartel Aristocrat. We are now playing a Rally the Ancestors deck. Basically, a graveyard combo-y creature deck. Cartel Aristocrat. Also a little aristocrat-y, literally. Yes. Godless Shrine. I guess we can start chipping in for damage, actually. Get in with Voice, hit our opponent, down to 16, pass the turn. Played Vehicles. Yeah, Vehicles was really good in Standard. Ooh, yeah, let me take a look, Dragon. I'd love to see it. Thrashbad for the ooh, Gideon. Gideon is a good planeswalker. Thrashbad for the 3rd month. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soups here for our new subscriber. So, Grueling Pioneer. Ooh. That looks interesting. I was wondering if some sort of, like, Gruel Monsters deck or Green-Red Monsters deck could work. And this kind of looks like, I mean, not exactly what I was thinking, but the basic idea, like green-red beatdown stuff, like the standard version had Pelucranos and Stormbreath Dragons. This actually looks, that looks sweet. I like it, Dragon. And then 3-color Emery. Let's play Blooming Marsh. Run out Cruel Celebrant. Pass the turn. We're getting close. We're getting close to being where we want to be. I think that Emery could be a card that enters into the banning conversation. I don't think it's there yet, but I think it's on the like 2nd tier banning watch list. Mischievous, yours was the 3-color Emery deck, MTG Boss on Goldfish. I think it looks sweet. I think that combo has a lot of potential. I don't know about, like, the Guild Globes and Golden Eggs. I wonder if there could be better replacements for those, but maybe they're fine. But I really like the concept of it. Jeskai Ascendancy, Treasure Cruise, Emery. I guess Chief Engineer helps make the eggs a little bit cheaper, too, so I like it. I haven't played any Phoenix in this format yet. None at all. I'll play Blooming Marsh. Pass the turn. I mean, I think somehow we're winning this game. Our opponent has a Gideon, and they're activating it repeatedly. But I think we're still very much favored to win this game. If only we had a rally, then we'd definitely be winning the game. I might dust off a playset of Sram's Expertise. Sram's Expertise was sweet in Standard. There's so many cool cards that I just can't wait to see again. This format, I really like it. And so, like, what have you thought so far? Like, we didn't do that great with Abzan, but so far we've played a ton of different matchups. Like, what do you think? Are you enjoying the format? What do you think the future of Pioneer is? Like, do you think this is... Ugh. There goes our rallies. Do you think this is going to... Well, rallies off the table for the time being. Do you think this is going to trend towards being a... Ugh. That's very awkward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well, okay, let's see if we can piece this together. 1, 2, 3, Knight of Autumn. Knight of Autumn. Blow up Scrounger. Sack Stitcher Supplier. Drain. And opponent. Done. Done. Woo! Okay, we're getting there, getting there. Rally up to 2-0. This deck is actually pretty good. Who? How about a one of Aetherios? I could see trying Aetherios. I mean, it's hittable by Collected Company. The deck really wants things to be 2 mana preferably, but 3 mana can work. 3 mana is kind of like the maximum. After that, it becomes too hard to rally things back once you get past 3 mana. Sultai Delirium Control. Ew. I think that maybe a package that I really want to try is Thoughtseize into Thought Erasure. I wonder if that could be the, like, Thoughtseize Inquisition of Modern. Like, maybe that's the reason to play blue-black. That looks sweet, though. Can you update the deck list? I believe it's updated, isn't it? Or no? Is it not? Wow, that is not even close to the right deck list. Yes, let me try again. I updated a while ago. That is very strange. We'll play first. This hand looks very fine. Very, very fine. Turn 1, Deathrite. Turn 2, Satyr Wayfinder. Turn 3, off to the races. I like it. Ooh, Thoughtseize Thought Erasure to Oko. That sounds absolutely brutal. What I win the game cards. So the exclamation point deck works. I'm not sure why the viewer down below is not updating. I'm going to have to ask Richard about that. What I win the game cards are you most excited to brew around in Pioneer? That is a good question. I'm actually kind of curious, like, what ones exist in this format, and I'm actually not sure the answer. I know, like, Biovisionary, all the newish ones, Revel Riches. Okay, Mechanized Production, that's a sweet one. Lacouters, that one's really hard, really hard. Maybe with Fogs. Biovisionary, kind of like Clone Tribal. Felidar Guardian. I think we've played most of these before in different formats, but I think Mech Pro is probably the easiest one. Maybe Approach of the Second Sons, actually. I think these ones would be the easiest to pull off. Hellkite Tyrant, extremely difficult. I wouldn't mind trying Happily Ever After, and I wouldn't mind revisiting Hedron alignment. Hedron alignment, maybe there's enough pieces now. There weren't enough, really, many good pieces when we've played it in the past, but maybe there's enough now. Maze's End, I think, is another potentially easy one. There is a little bit of graveyard hate in the format, but not that much graveyard hate in the format. Or, I guess that's also true of graveyard hate. We haven't seen much graveyard hate, but there's not that much land hate. There's, like, Field of Ruin, but there's not actually a ton of hate for land, so maybe it'd be possible to pull it off. Pass the turn. Revel Riches could work since it's a creature every format, at least right now. Alright, here comes the Spirits. Well, Blooming Marsh. Well, hopefully we get a combo kill. We don't have much removal in our main deck. Nantucko Husk. Pass the turn. We don't have any creatures in our graveyard yet either. Opponent, what you got? Plays a forest. And passes. Voice. I'll go to combat. Attack. Ooh, opponent's gonna take it? Alright, that's fine. Sure. Get in. Hit our opponent 17. Contramato! Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soups here for our new subscriber. Cartel Aristocrat. Opponent probably has Spell Queller, I would assume. Just putting Maze's End in a Golos shell doesn't sound terrible. Yeah, I think you could start there. Just like literally playing the standard deck. I think that would... Even that would probably be reasonable. Huh. You know, Overgrown Tomb. I don't think we can actually exile because we might need another white mana for this rally. Do you think that the best mythic, Tree of Redemption, has a shot? Of course. I mean, that was the last mythic spoiled of a Masters set. That's usually a good sign of a chase and very playable mythic. So it's just waiting. It's waiting for its day in the sun. Sooner or later. Sooner or later. All right, drain you. Untap. And I'll go to combat. Attack, attack. Hit our opponent. Down to 12. Play a swamp. Pass the turn. Alright, opponent has Rattle Chains. Sack Wayfinder. I think we got to do this now. Deathrite. Exile the land. Add white. It's not a game-winning rally, but hopefully it will progress us towards a game-winning rally. Rally X2 for 2 creatures. A very sad rally. But, alright, we get a Satyr Wayfinder. Put a couple more creatures in the graveyard. We'll see. This is going to be close. Thalia, Heretic Healer plus Oko Lock. Ew. Wait, how is that a lock? Yeah, we'll try to rally for enough that we don't get got by Spell Queller if possible. So we hit a Husk and an Aristocrat. We still don't have any draining yet. I don't know if that's going to be enough or not. Opponent's got a pretty fast clock in the air, and we don't really have removal. Does this deck want Cryptolith rights? I don't think so. Opponent, combat. Gets in. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright. Well, we're pretty close to dead. Can we piece this together somehow? So let's sack Voice of Resurgence so we get the token. Untap, upkeep, sack Satyr Wayfinder. You have to look up in the chat for a deck, so please check it. Really want to hear your opinion. Oh, send me your list, Ace. I checked. There are a lot of wheels and Smothering Tide, so in black. Ooh, that sounds, in black with Cabal Stronghold, a lot of wheels, and ping them with War Nixless. And then we can loot, and we can draw cards for each player. I found a beauty, the one card that deals damage equal to cards in hand, and Pioneer Toil Trouble from Dragon's Mage. Ooh, that sounds super fun, Ace. That's super sweet. I mean, maybe it's possible. That sounds like a really, interestingly synergistic deck. We draw Godless Shrine. One, two, 3. Now go to combat. Attack. Collected Company. Yeah, I think that kills us. Spectral Sailor, Hanged Executioner. That is a board full of big things. North Korea, Best Korea for the 5th month. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soups here for our new subscriber. No, alright. Yeah, we don't have anything to drain our opponent, and they just have all flyers. Opponent blocks. Yeah, alright. Yeah. Well, Spirits has looked impressive. Spirits might be one of the more impressive decks that we've run into. We don't have a ton to fight it, unfortunately. Oh, I don't know. This might be a tough matchup. Twice in a row that Spirits has felt like tough matchups for our decks. Have you ever tried Triskaidekaphobia and Tree of Perdition? We definitely did back when it first came out. It's a little challenging because of like fetch lands and shock lands. Especially fetch lands are really hard, but Pioneer doesn't have fetch lands, so maybe in Pioneer in specific, it would have a chance. All right, well, bring in our Liliana, run it back. Oh, I don't know. This feels like a tricky matchup. All right, we get to play first. Yeah, well, we have... These are all the cards we were missing last time. All of our draining cards. We don't really have any way to sack them or anything to sack, but we have our Blood Artist. Tap land go. Thoughtseize has to be in the main, I think. Kaisail Freebooter is another cheap piece of interaction I think the deck needs. Maybe. I think the challenge is to play Collected Company, you need 30-ish creatures. And then to be a rally deck, you need 4 Rally the Ancestors. And we don't even have any Return to the Ranks, which is another card in the conversation. So there's just simply not a lot of non-creature flex slots in the deck, really. That's one of the hardest parts, I think, because there's just not a lot of options. Just room, basically, in a deck like this. But maybe it's still worth figuring it out. First time get to your stream, block type YouTube video viewer. Why did you have to go and show people about Iron Greg Feet in Standard? I was using it to plow through Ranked. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, OD and Piano. Thank you for hanging out, though. Definitely appreciate it. Yeah, Vile's good. Get it and hit our opponent. The answer is don't play Coco. Curtis always feels bad to play. Oh, Coco's so good. I mean, you get unlucky. We get unlucky with it sometimes, but it is just a very strong card. Opponent gets in with Selfless Spirit. Hits us. 18. Passes. Well, play a Plains. Play... Zulaport Cutthroat. Play Zulaport Cutthroat. There is a Spell Queller. Sure. Alright, opponent sent up the defense. Oh, Dan Piano! Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soups here for our new subscriber. I wonder if there's enough pieces to actually make slivers work in this format. Maybe there is. Opponent gets in. Hits us. Yeah. Clock is on. Down to 14. Opponent passes. I'll go to combat. Attack. Opponent takes it. Down to 16. We pass the turn. Opponent companies. Well, we will also company. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. We just need stuff to die. Oh, 4 Cruel Celebrants and a Cutthroat. Any creature that dies is 5. Our opponent, man, if this was any matchup against Spirits, this would just be game. But because our opponent's creatures all fly, we can't get our creatures to die. I mean, we have a sack outlet, but we'll see. Opponent's a Spell Queller deck. Supreme Phantom, 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Oh, we're probably just dead. 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Fair enough. Fair enough. Wow. Well, Spirits has been a bit of a nightmare. No matter what we've played, Spirits has been a very good deck. Impressive are the Spirits. Well, that was a little disappointing. If we could have only... Yeah, I mean, our opponent hit incredibly well, but... Opponent hit incredibly well with those Lord, but still... Oh, we were so close. I mean, our deck has felt good, though. Rallies felt good. Well, it's not... Our luck is turned. Triple Lord into Mana Screw for days. Pummeler is definitely sweet. I could see Pummeler being like a decent lower tier. I mean, maybe it'll be really good. Who knows? But I could see it being like a lower tier competitive deck. His hand is like so perfect if we only could cast things. Alright. Well, this will keep all 5 of our beautiful cards. Yeah, Aether's Marvel is probably going to be good. What list are you playing, Super Will? Alright, we'll keep 5. Deathrite goes to the bottom, and... I guess Cruel Celebrant for now. Godless Shrine, untap, Deathrite, go. Ugh, that is not many cards in hand. Pass the turn. Play a deck with as many standard banlist cards as possible. That could be fun. The only downside is a lot of the standard banlist cards don't really work super well together, I don't think. Stitcher Supplier. Like, Aetherworks Marvel... I mean, I guess you could jam a bunch of them together, and it would probably be pretty funny. Well, Temple Garden, go to combat, get in, hit our opponent. Pass the turn. We want to get this Coco down. That's a good way to dig out of this mulligan. Oh, Elves seems like it could be a good tribe in the format. Would Bant run Mana Dorks? Probably depends on the specific Bant deck, really. Opponent. Ooh, all right. Hardened Scales. Opponent. Passing. That's not exactly what we wanted. Well, play Cartel Aristocrat. Our mulligan is coming home to roost. Go to combat. Do you think that Dragonlord Atarkar or Archangel Avacyn could be in some tier decks? I love green-red ramp with Atarka. I mean, Atarka could be a good top end of a ramp deck, depending on the targets. 5 damage might be enough to kill most things. I think Avacyn could be more of like top end of a aggro deck, maybe, or mid-range deck. Stonecoil Serpent. Mostly afraid of Walking Ballista. Walking Ballista, of course. Yeah. Opponent. Yeah, it's not good. Land? Alright, that's a land. Well, pass the turn, but this is a pretty rough spot to be at the moment. Opponent, growing the dorks. Ay, 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 ay. What do you think could be banned in Pioneer? I think some of the cards that are... Ooh, another Steel Overseer. Some of the cards that are near the top of the potential... Oh my goodness, Steel Overseer Trod. Need a Legion's End. Some of the cards near the top of the list. Felidar Guardian / Saheeli Rai. Something from Energy. Aetherworks Marvel or something else, possibly. Well, alright. This is what we got. Oh, yeah, this... If they didn't have Walking Ballista, I'd feel okay. But this Ballista is going to wreck us. Alright, Coco. Do something. Please. Please, Coco. Also, Treasure Cruise, Dig Through Time. Emery, maybe. I'll take some Cruel Celebrants. Untap. Yeah. This Ballista ruining our day. It gets to wrath our board. I don't play Nantucket Husk. Does Oath of Fairy and Chain Veil mean you can activate walkers 4 times? Wouldn't it be 3 times? Opponent grows the dorks. Yeah. Well, we'll see. The reason we're staying in the game is there's a chance that we draw Rally the Ancestors. And if we do draw Rally the Ancestors, we should be able to beat our opponent. That's our hope. Opponent in the tank. Alright, play a Godless Shrine. Pass the turn. Gotta draw the Rally. Gotta draw the Rally. That's a game. If we can draw a Rally, we should win. If we don't draw a Rally, we got 2 turns maybe? Somewhere in the range of 2 turns we have to draw a Rally. Yeah, Oko or 3 mana to Fairy could be in the conversation as well. We lost to Bant Spirits. Opponent. Thinking things over. Okay, the clause, as if you have activated a loyal ability, doesn't work for Oath of Fairy. Yeah, I'm not sure. I think they basically do the same thing. Like, I think basically they each give you +1 Planeswalker activation. So I think that's how it goes. Are we going to revisit Daggerburn? I'll have to look into it. It was definitely super fun. Possibly. That's another sweet, like, against the odds style deck. Are you more excited for Minotaur Tribal or Boggles in Pioneer? Oh, that's a really tough one. Probably Minotaur Tribal. I would be fine if Boggles was just never a deck ever. Think there are enough hate bears in this format? There's not I don't think there's a ton of great hate bears. Maze's End might actually have a chance in the format. What do you think of Mill in the new format? I would have to kind of look around and see what good Mill cards we have. I'm really not sure. Well, drain you. Come on, Rally for the win. It's a swamp. That's not a Rally. I'll go to combat. All these things are going to get so big. Tap, tap, tap. 6 power. Alright, I guess we just have to pass. I think we could stall for 1 more turn to draw a Rally, maybe. Maybe. And that's not even guaranteed. We might just be dead right now. Opponent gets to Karn's Bastion, add counters to everything. This has been a very Steel Overseer heavy draw. And the Walking Ballista. What tribes are most likely to be playable in Pioneer? Apparently Spirits. Spirits and Humans, I think, might be too near the top of the list. Is God's Pharaoh Gift the best reanimation spell in Pioneer? It might be. There's also, like, Whip of Erebos, Cauldron, Blood for Bones, opponent. Gonna get in. I might as well block and do some sacking because we are rally or bust anyway. So sack Stitcher Supplier, drain our opponent. Sack Cartel Aristocrat, drain our opponent. Sack Cruel Celebrant, drain our opponent. Rally! Rally! We need a rally. Come on. Come on, deck. Come on, Magic Gods. One time. One time, give us a rally. No, court is legal, right? Is M15? M15's got to be legal. Well, okay. We milled non-rally cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Opponent proliferates. Okay. I mean, do we draw rally? That's all that this is about. That is it. That is 100% it. Evolutionary Leap can be good as well. Finale of Devastation. Opponent. Yup. Doing all their stuff. I mean, none of this is relevant. The only thing that's relevant is do we draw a rally. That is 100% the only thing that matters. If we do, we win. If we don't, we lose. Ooh, let me see, Super Will. 4-1's a nice solid finish. Okay, opponent's going to ping stuff. Alright, so opponent's done all their stuff. Do we draw a rally? No. Alright. Took us a while to get to that point, but that was the only relevant question. Ugh. Well, we get 3 Knight of Autumns. We get Liliana the Last Hope. We go down Den Protector. We go down Stitcher Supplier, a Cartel Aristocrat, and actually maybe we maybe we gotta go down like a Company and a Cutthroat. Let's try it. Yeah, let's try it like that. Try it like that. This deck needs Grim Haruspex badly. Maybe. I'm not sure if that's... Yeah. I mean, I think it's possible. It was something I was wondering about. Deathrite has seemed pretty essential to being able to actually cast our spells. The Pioneer mana is pretty bad. Like, Sift are better than Haruspex. I think if I was going to play one of them, I would probably play Haruspex. I think the card draw aspect is nice, just as a way to churn through the deck, especially since we don't have Viscera here, which is one of the easiest ways to make the combo work in other formats. I mean, Pioneer seems sweet. I've been having fun with it. It seems like a relatively fun format. I mean, super early, and people don't really know what they're doing. So, Ziggurat, we'll see what it's like after the format, really gets put to the test. But for now, I've been enjoying it. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Big Soups here for you. Yeah, it's it's fun to get to hang out and actually like interact. YouTube is nice too. It's easier time frame wise. You can do it at your leisure, but yeah, the stream is fun because we actually get to interact and ask questions and answer questions. That's what I enjoy about the stream. That's my favorite part. And thank you, so many subs tonight. Thank you so much, everyone. That has been awesome. Josephu, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soups cheer for our new subscriber. Burn is already a deck that people have been kind of playing and tuning. Do you need to be running Liliana? What about Haruspex instead? I mean, Liliana's just a sideboard one of, so it's not like it's a huge piece of the main deck or anything. I think it is important to have some interaction. If you want to look at the jankiest Fires of Invention deck, ooh, let me see. I mean, I do like janky, and Fires is sweet. We might just get the timeout from our opponent here. Who tells you punted more YouTube or Twitch? Probably YouTube, actually. That's why I love all of you the most. But no, I actually do think I get yelled at for punts more on YouTube. Ooh, kind of like a Enchantress, man. Opponent always with these Steel Overseers. Every time. Every time. Very good at... Is that what they hit with? Nope, that was a land. Alright. Temple Garden, untapped. This hand is not bad, though. This hand has a chance. I think we just blow up Steel Overseer, unfortunately. I would like to kill Hardened Scales, but I think we have to keep the Steel Overseer from putting counters on things. Yeah, Enchantress-style Fires, definitely interesting idea. Clickbait troll, best troll. Yeah, blow up Steel Overseer. Go to combat, hit our opponent. I mean, with some good Stitcher Supplier Mill, we could be in really good shape here. Been trying to force Rhinos into Pioneer. Have you given any thought yet? My brain is always on Rhinos. We started off playing Abzan today, and Abzan did not feel super good. That's also true. YouTube, you can pause and like really analyze the punts, while in a minute or two on Twitch, we've moved on to the next thing. Now let's Stitcher Supplier, mill some cards. Deathrite Shaman. Stonecoil Serpent is actually kind of obnoxious against all of our multicolor creatures. Pass the turn. I'm so happy to see you breaking in Pioneer with Rally. Good on you, Sethel. Thank you, Eep. How are you today? Oh, let me see Tico Valley. Nissa. Well, stuff's going to keep growing. Power Rangers Mystic Forge. Ew. I do like decks that can play through their entire deck in one turn. That definitely looks like a fun combo deck. We have a new donation from opponent. Passing. More lands. More lands, not what we wanted. New donation from Retro Win Fun. $3 donation. Thank you so much. Here is to all the fun I had with Budget Fairies in Modern. We'll wait for Budget Pioneers videos to buy the deck that suits me in the new format. Thanks for all the positivity. Well, Retro Win Fun, thank you so much for the donation. Definitely appreciate it. And yeah, I'm already started working on... Oh, no. Oh, no. Yeah. That is the card we did not want to see. Walking Ballista, worst Ballista for us. Opponent's just like, alright. Hardened Scales. Apparently it's a thing. Opponent getting in. Well, thank you so much for the donation. But yeah, I'm already working on a Budget Magic, so we should have that coming up soon. Thank you, BDSG. Welcome back to the Fishbowl. For the 22nd month, my buddy showed me a deck he built and loving it. Gotta have 4 questing beasts. Gotta have 4 questing beasts by Spark Double, then double quasi-duplicate the Spark Double version since it's not legendary. Oh, that sounds hilarious, BD. It definitely does. Well, thank you so much for the resubscription. Big scoops here for you. Well, Knight of Autumn. Coming down. Blowing up Walking Ballista. Opponent kills Knight of Autumn. Opponent kills Knight of Autumn. Well, play Godless Shrine. Combat. Pass the turn. Ooh, is there any way we can get out of this and win? It does not feel super confident. Do they have another one? Please no. Just Walking Ballista try. Oh my goodness. No! Well. Okay. Opponent goes to combat. Attacks. Well, we will block and block. We drop to 5. Oh, we need really good mills here. Come on, Stitcher Supplier. Be good. Be good to us one time, Stitchy. Yeah, we hit a Cruel Celebrant. Alright. Opponent. Kills it. We untap. Aristocrat. Well, we got to do things now or we're dead. 1, 2. Well, I mean, I don't think this wins it, but we'll see. Actually, I guess, what do we have in our graveyard? Can we go X2? 1, 2. Yeah, we got to go X3. All right. So, Rally the Ancestors. X3. Unfortunately, well, we'll see. What do? We kill. Ugh. Does this just leave us dead? Destroy Walking Ballista. Gain 4. Do a bunch of things. Unfortunately, we don't have a sack outlet. Oh, and we don't even get a land for a sack outlet. Oh, so much action. 3 Voice of Resurgence in a row. Yeah, this means we are still just dead. We needed a land to play Cartel Aristocrat. We go to 9. We target Ballista. Opponent pings, pings, pings. So we can block 1, 2, 3. Yeah. All right, we're dead. Yeah. Ooh! Oh, so close. The protection from multicolor on Stonecoil Serpent was huge. That was actually the entire... That was kind of the match. And we've been whiffing with our Satyr Wayfinders kind of a lot, which is a little sad. If we had a land for a sack outlet there, it would have changed things a bit. Sorry if I'm spamming. You should really revisit Sidisi Whipper, Sidisi Godpharaoh's Gift. Almost everything in Pioneer. Yes, I definitely plan to, DH Worlds. I really like both of those decks, so definitely planning on hitting those up again. There's so many there's seriously a really do you enjoy Pioneer streams so far? Do you want us to next week get in more Pioneer streams? Playing some of these other decks everyone's been asking about. Where are you at as far as that goes? Yeah, we're dead on board. Because there's been a ton of decks. Our other options, we have Modern, but Modern's always there. So there's not any huge rush for Modern. We do have post-banning Standard, but Standard's kind of always there, and we'll see. Standard's pretty Oko-y at the moment. Okos all the time. So maybe we'll just kind of hit up Pioneer semi-hard over the next few weeks and really learn the format, because it seems like it's went well tonight. It seems like everyone enjoyed it. These aren't the craziest decks. We can certainly get to more of the crazier decks as we go along and more of the janky decks. So Oh, yeah, I'm excited for it. I'm down with doing more of it. Should do nothing but Pioneer for the next month. I mean, I definitely would like to do a lot of Pioneer. Get Crim to do some Pioneer-wise too, please. I think Crim is planning on doing some Pioneer videos at least. So yeah, I expect that there will be Crim pioneering too. What is this? Let's Voice of Resurgence. Stitcher's Supplier. Mill a bunch of lands, pass the turn. Alright. Yeah, I love Pioneer as well. Has Crim given you an Esper control list for Pioneer? Crim published a article today that had a ton of blue-black blue-black decks in it for Pioneer. Like 6 of them or something. Different versions of them. Opponent has an Arclight in the graveyard. Alright. And Sulfur Falls. Sure. We wouldn't mind drawing a land. Opponent opts. Oh, this thing in the ice flipping is concerning. We can't actually block an Arclight. Opponent passes. We draw. It is a land. We'll play the land. Go to combat. Attack with everything. Opponent blocks. And alright, pass the turn. Playing for the long game, leaving up our Coco. We might actually be in good shape. Yeah, it seems like Phoenix could be pretty good. I could imagine that Blue-White Control could be a very good deck. Did I listen to Crim's Humans of Magic video? Or interview? I have not yet. I probably should. Actually, I didn't realize Crim had done one. Thanks for the stream. I'm out for the night. If you have a chance to catch my buddy streaming, All Fun Lover, he actually creator of the first Kethis combo list. Awesome, Joseph. Well, thank you for hanging out, and have a wonderful evening. We will be back on Monday, I believe. Should have a Monday stream this week, so see you on Monday, hopefully. Voted. Yeah. Well, we get to Coco for blockers. I actually feel like we're not in that bad a shape here. Oh, they have 2 Arclights? Just kidding. Just kidding. 2 Arclights is bad. Tap land. Opponent. Attack. So we could use a Deathrite Shaman to start exiling those. Let's Coco. Ooh. Deathrite Shaman, Deathrite Shaman. Sure. Take our beads. Down to 13. But we got Deathrites to get rid of Arclights. Blooming Marsh. Okay, let's Satyr Wayfinder. Digging for a land. More tap lands. Blooming Marsh. Stitcher's Supplier. Unfortunately, this means we only get to exile 1 Arclight, but alright, pass the turn. Okay, pass the turn, play some defense. Deathrites. We're close. Boat it. Yeah, Deathrite's looking good right now. Hey, what's up, Not Mason? Yes, tutelage is also on my to-do list for future Pioneer streams. Not tonight. This is our last match of the night. But we will be doing more in the future. For sure. And tutelage is high on my list. I've always enjoyed the tutelage deck. How has Standard been? Has anyone been playing Standard since the bannings? I have been focused on Pioneer, and we had like Commander Clash today, so I haven't got to play any post-banning Standard yet. What do you got, opponent? Is it Charm? Well, we will exile an Arclight, gain some life. And Lightning Axe, okay. Opponent's down to 2 cards in hand, though. Treasure Cruise, just kidding. Opponent has many cards in hand. Alright, well, that's a good turn for our opponent. Opponent gets back in Arclight, goes to combat. Attacks, attacks. Well, block with Stitcher Supplier. This is going to be close. Mill ourselves. Oh, we mill another rally. Godless Shrine. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well, Den Protector. Den Protector might come through here. LaPlano for the 31st month. I love you as well. Welcome back to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soups cheer for our new subscriber. Ooh, let me see, Ace. Yeah, I'm interested. The way you describe the deck, it sounds really fun when it all comes together at the very minimum. Opponent goes to combat. Attacks. Blocks, blocks. Actually, we just block 1. We block. Can we resolve a rally? That is the question. That is the question. Collect the tax. Crackling Drake. Okay. Alright, flip it. I mean, if this resolves, we win. I don't know what counters our opponent could have. Rally. I mean, I assume we win. We should win, right? Actually, we don't win? We kind of have the wrong creatures in there. Huh. That's awkward. We got so much of our deck in there, but it doesn't actually... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We actually don't win, do we? And we die to flyers? We're at 9. Ugh. Oh, play. Oh, this is risky. Let's play Cartel Aristocrat. Play Voice of Resurgence. Play Zulaport Cutthroat. Yeah, we don't actually win. We only have one. We only have one Blood Artist in our graveyard. Yeah, Collect the Taxes looks super fun. I mean, when it all comes together, it seems like one of the sweetest combo wins possible. Can you make an interesting Proliferate deck for Standard? We'll have to do some more proliferating in the future. Maybe. We didn't get much support from it from Throne of Eldraine, but maybe there's enough in the old ones. Yeah, we're short on actually being able to win. Our goal is now to stay alive, hopefully, and win next turn. We can sack enough stuff to stay alive, but this is our only... This is our only Blood Artist. So we just didn't have enough creatures with Rally 1, especially since we had to cast the Cutthroat as well. Alright, so sack Voice of Resurgence. Drain our opponent. Get a token. Pro blue. Sack the elemental. Drain our opponent. Do we live is a question. Pro red. Sack Den Protector. Up to 12. Pro blue. And sure, cutthroat eyes. All right, we're up to 13. Is it enough? Opponent has 8, 9, 10, 11. They need 2 more spells or a bird spell. Opt. Oh, no. Really? Really? Chaining them together? To the top. I assume that means they win. Oh, jeez. That was a little brutal. Well, Scavenging Ooze is in. Ugh, frustrating. Frustrating. Ooze is in. And that's about all we got. Yeah, maybe the sideboard could use some updates and changes. We were so close, but not actually close enough to win the game, unfortunately. What are we getting punted for, Rels? I think big flyers have been an issue. These decks are really good at being able to some ley lines. The ones from the core set, the most recent core set are in. This is a deck, so decks like this, they're insanely good at beating decks with ground creatures, but we've run into Spirits and now Arclight Phoenix. So if Pioneer's a format that is primarily about flying creatures, that's something to consider. Corpse Knight seems pretty good with Rally. It's okay. I think it's just worse than the other options. Alright, we get to play first. Well, we get to mulligan first. Alright. This will keep, although it's not a exciting hand, really. I feel like Deathrite's been very good in this deck. Could there be an Outlaws Merriment Assemble the Legion prison deck in Pioneer? Maybe. It definitely seems like a fun idea. I don't know what the prison pieces are. A lot of times in formats like Modern, the cards that make that strategy work are sort of like Blood Moony style effects, Chalice of the Void. So the question's going to be staying alive, and also how many answers are there running around to fairies and the like that can just ruin your day incidentally. But no Coiling Oracle, unfortunately. Consuming Aberration, Xenagos into the story, Drown in the Lot, Control. Mill is also a possible deck. Yeah, I think Mill could possibly be a deck. Gonna test this for Pioneer Dragon deck. How does it look? Ooh, let me see username. Alright, opponent. Figuring things out over there. Green-red dragons, eh? I mean, Sarkhan's really good. Sarkhan, I kind of almost forgot how powerful Sarkhan was. Sarkhan's definitely very good. I haven't played much Dragon Lord Servant. I mean, it seems like a pretty solid curve. 8 ram spells, going up to 4 drops, 5 drops. I mean, it seems like a pretty solid curve. Seems like it could work. Yeah. Plus, there's also like backup ram spell and Sarkhan, so Super Friends, I assume, could be really good. We have not seen any Sphinx's Revelations yet. If banning fetches is successful in Pioneer, what are the odds they do the same in Modern? And could it result in unbannings in Modern? I think it's 0 chance. I think the reason that my take is the reason the fetches are banned in Pioneer isn't because of prices, isn't because of gameplay even. I think it's to have the format have its own identity. And we've experienced it just very much in our league. It's really hard to play 3-color decks. Like, 3-color decks, you're going to be missing your mana some games. You're going to kind of stumble around and get punished by aggro decks. So I really think it's to make Pioneer feel like its own format. If Pioneer had fetches, it would feel very much like bad Modern, but not having fetches, and what we've even just experienced tonight with the mana base, it actually makes Pioneer feel like its own thing. So I think that's the biggest reason. So I think there's basically no chance that fetches would be banned in Modern or Legacy or anything. Wizards hate shoveling. Yeah, that's. I mean, sure, kinda ish. Like, yes, technically they don't like shuffling, but they print Fabled Passage, and they've printed fetch lands before, so they do technically not like shuffling, but I think it's also like a little overblown, especially in a world with Arena and Magic Online. So maybe the basic land fetches will be played more. The basic land fetches are just bad. That's the biggest issue with the basic land fetches. They're just like so. They're just so slow. Maybe someday they'll print a Prismatic Vista style fetch for Pioneer. That would be a very good and I assume very heavily played card. If you could do it earlier in the game, then it would be very strong. Waiting till turn 4 though, it's still fine for like control decks and stuff, but a lot of decks, if you're not getting your untapped mana until turn 4, it's just a bit on the late side. Oh my goodness. Alright, more lands. Our graveyard's not even that scary at the moment. Well, go attacking. Get in there. We are down to 16. Opponent's going to block. Yup, pass the turn. Marrow said they're currently okay with there being about 1 fetch in a set, just not 5. Yeah? I don't know. I think when it comes down to it, money wins out. If there's anything that has been very clear in the past like year or two, it's that no matter what you're talking about, the bottom line is what's most profitable is going to win out. And I still think that printing fetches in a standard set is just too profitable for Wizards to pass up. So I think the odds went down a little bit of them coming in the Return to Zendikar with the announcement of Pioneer, but I still think that it is a real possibility. And when you noticed, someone asked Marrow a question about it, and Marrow likes to be like, he doesn't lie, but he likes to be a little like sneaky with his answers sometimes. So his answer was something like, oh, well, like, we just banned them in Pioneers, so that's probably not a good sign or something. But that, to me, feels like the exact kind of answer that Marrow could give, and they would still have fetch lands in the set, so... Yeah, Marrow, he's very good at that. I don't think I've ever seen a Marrow quote that when I read it, I was like, oh, he's like lying. But he tends to be like vague and a little bit sneaky with his answers. Coy. Coy might be a good term. Alright, here comes the flippening. Sure. I wonder where Arclight Phoenix ends up ranking in the format. There's not a lot of free stuff in Pioneer, but that's pretty close to it. Opponent, combat, attacks. I mean, we're going to try to fire off Galactic Company. Probably gets countered and we cry, but going to try it. Yup. Disdainful. Wow. Jeez. Disdainful Stroke does not hit a whole lot in our deck, but it does hit that. Opponent passes. We draw. Ooh, more lands. Ugh, holy. Holy lands. Well, Stitcher Supplier. Yeah, that's a lot of lands. I think the biggest thing this deck is missing is a way to get Rally back from the graveyard. Maybe Den Protector is going to be enough in the end. Maybe we play more of them. It feels really bad and slow, but that's the eternal witness that exists in Pioneer, but that's feels like the biggest thing that we are missing. Are you too late to buy into Pioneer? You're definitely not too late. Prices have gone up a bit for some stuff, but I think people are kind of being a little bit overboard because it's very possible that a lot of stuff that's spiking, the decks that they are played in could end up getting banned. So, what do you think about collecting your taxes? Wait, what do you think collecting your taxes needs? Landline Void for Mill before the stream ends. Would love to know. Um, I think maybe more interaction would probably be what I would be looking for. I think my worry is with the. Are we just dead, basically? I think my worry is with the kind of like all-in combo plan and a pretty slow combo plan. I don't think Pioneer has felt like that slow of a format. So my concern would be that it's just going to be slow and going to end up getting run over before the combo pieces end up sticking. So I would look for ways to interact, and then I would try to have a plan for counter spells in the sideboard. Metalwork Colossus plus Embercleave for the fat one-shots. Ooh, that sounds fun, Damo. I hadn't really thought about that. That's super cool. Green Morton is just so expensive. 6 mana is too much, I think. We really would like, what we really want is something that can interact with our graveyard stuff. Something that can get rally from the graveyard, but can also be rallied from the graveyard. Alright, Royal Scions, and that is lethal. Well, I gotta say, Frontier's interesting. I feel like the metagame is definitely all over the place. No idea what's going on in the format at this point. There's about 40 different decks. I think we played just so many different decks. I think the Rally deck felt like it had more potential than the Abzan deck. The Rally deck, the combo worked pretty well. Maybe it could use Grim Haruspex or something, and apparently there's a lot of decks with flyers, and that is a concern. I think having a plan to answer just these constant flyer decks, Spirits, Arclight Phoenixes, the deck really wants to play against ground-based decks, so I think that that's something to keep in mind. Maybe Pioneer is going to be a much more flyer heavy format than modern or even like standard when Rally was a thing. So that's something that needs to be taken into consideration. The Abzan just mid-range deck, it didn't feel very good, honestly. Rhino was not impressive. It was not impressive when we played against it from our opponent's perspective either. It felt like the format was just a little too big, a little too fast, and I gotta say, if you look at the matches we played with our decks and against opponents' decks, it's starting to feel like Pioneer is almost a two-color format. I think the decks we saw be most successful from our opponents were two-color decks. And if you saw our decks, one of the big issues is just the mana's not good. The mana is very stumbly. You're missing colors. We're not being able to cast our stuff on time. So I think there's a big benefit towards being a two-color deck or a monocolor deck, or if you are going to be three colors, be like, if you build Jeskai Saheeli or like Copycat, try to be like blue-white control and literally like splash Saheeli with a little bit of mana or something. But that's been my biggest takeaway about the format is the mana's rough, and that does have a big impact. When I said I was just like, oh, I could like play modern decks with some slight changes, but the mana-based changes are the most impactful thing, I think, in the format, and we will explore more of it, though. It seemed like everyone loved it. I also really enjoyed it. So we will definitely be doing more pioneering next week. 4 streams, 4 videos. I'm hyped for the format, but something to keep in mind as you're building decks. I'm not saying you can't play 3-color decks. Maybe it's just our mana bases weren't there and we got to tune them up more. But I think the format does seem to reward you for being 2 colors compared to 3 colors. So worth keeping in mind, I think. Cobracom, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup cheer for our new subscriber. I don't think the man is as bad as people are thinking. I'm having next to no issues with 4-color Jeskai Ascendancy. I mean, is that a, like, Birds of Paradise... like, do you have extra fixing in the deck? If you have extra fixing, that's probably different, so... alright, everyone. Reminders on the way out the door. Replay YouTube, that's where you'd find all the old streams, including this one in the future. Normal YouTube, yeah, I have to try some Esper Spirits, that does sound sweet. Normal YouTube, there's tons of content coming up. Single Scoops tonight, Commander Clash tomorrow, so keep an eye out for that over the weekend while we are streaming, and we'll be back Monday with another stream. One more reminder that our sponsor tonight is Card Kingdom. If you need some new Magic cards, you can grab them over at cardkingdom.com for Frontier or whatever format. Even grab a Saffron Olive sticker if you were so inclined. So thank you so much to Card Kingdom for supporting the show. Most importantly, thank you to all of you. You all are super amazing, and I love you all. Seriously, you have been great. It's always so much fun to hang out with you, so have a wonderful weekend. Whether you're magicking, whether you're not magicking, whatever you're doing, enjoy it. I love you, and I will see you Monday. More streaming, more Pioneer next week, I promise. The format seems fun. We're going to figure it out. We're going to play some Jag. So have a great weekend, and yeah, I'll see you on Monday.